Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God. He on X Games. We're officially live.
We're live, right?
Yeah, it's not the waiting for the show to start thing anymore.
Sweet.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Tyrannophobia podcast. For those of you keeping track at home, the hole to China is now 20 feet deep and about 10 feet in diameter.
Wide.
Okay.
So, but today we're going to be talking about a lot of things, kind of mixed matched. Topic of the day is we're going to be playing a show in the mall.
Yeah, in a mall.
In a mall.
There are a few malls in our
There
area.
are a few malls. I did forget about that.
Why don't we
also,
go on an all mall tour?
all mall tour?
Yeah,
That would actually mean that someone would have multiple locations
where there's a will,
in
there's a
malls
way.
where we could play.
We can only play at Hot Topic.
Just
Oh my
think of the
God.
Dude, Hot
possibility.
Topic looks so different now.
Yeah.
Like I looked in there and there's just like some colorful ass little young teens and I'm like,
Tell
you're
them to
wearing
hit
like
me up.
Hollister shirts and stuff. I'm like, what is this?
It's
you
an
don't belong
odd-
in here.
It's not even that they don't belong. I just feel like it outgrew us. Is that coffee from me?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love you.
I love
This
you,
looks
buddy.
so fancy. Did you put cinnamon on top?
Frick yeah.
You love me,
Make
bro.
it
And for
best
the
for the
observant
best.
viewer, you may notice we are back at Vit's restaurant tonight.
Da Vinci's After Dark.
Da Vinci's After Dark, because this is a late night podcast, and we thank you all so much for tuning in live and wherever you may be watching, we appreciate it. So yeah, the topics pretty much, I mean, we're just going to go on whatever. It's kind of like a free-for-all today.
Yeah.
But the main topic is we are playing a show in the mall. Also, what else did we throw out there?
Oh, I definitely knew we had to talk about the fact that everyone is freaking out that Tool is on
That-
Spotify.
Yes.
Which is bizarre to me.
For the record, I mean, we've been on Spotify the whole time.
We're better
For
than
a
Tool.
minute.
So, yeah.
We beat Tool to the punch.
Fucking the
I don't see
Beatles
what all
beat
the
Tool
fuss
to
is
the punch.
I'll frickin'
And
fight
half
Tool.
of them are dead.
I'll freaking fight Tool right now.
Don't do that.
Oh, God.
You're
know
lucky
what?
enough they
That-
gave us
that's
the
your
music
bad.
on Spotify.
Yeah.
What if they take it all back?
Yeah. No. It's like this one band
I need
out of Florida.
You just gotta
ruined
dangle the
it for you
carrot and then
people.
pull it away.
You like it? Like, psych!
I guess before we talk about them all, I do want to be like, I find it odd that the entirety of the internet was like, Tool's on Spotify. And I'm like, you could have listened to Tool on YouTube this entire time frame.
That's
Everyone
too much
came
work,
together.
though.
What?
Everyone came together like when Pokemon Go came out, you know?
Yeah, everyone came together
you
to
know,
be
it's
excited.
It's a big thing.
Is it?
It's not every day that somebody gets to like freak out that a band's on Spotify. It's been a while since like everybody just lost their mind over it.
I've been
I
waiting for this
guess.
since
I
was
don't
like-
know. Maybe I'm cynical, but I was sitting there. I'm
I
like,
never
Tool was
knew
sitting
that.
in.
Go
They were
ahead.
sitting in the on the benches the whole time, like
They're just
like
waiting.
way before everything, like Apple Store and all that stuff. They were
oh
out
yeah,
of the
yeah,
out of the
that's
loop
true.
too.
They've been still trying to get people to buy CDs.
You know, they've been
Tool,
CD
we
the
gave
whole
up.
time.
Tool, you tried.
You
It was
tried.
good. Now you're gonna see what it's like to be in the 21st century.
Yeah,
You
and
guys are a bunch of tools.
well, here's the other thought I have. Like they're doing this as part of their album release. What if everyone goes, "Yo, I fucking hate your album"?
Dude, that was something that I brought up earlier. Go ahead, Bip.
Didn't that happen to Muse or something? Not Muse. What was the other one?
That held out.
The one that came on all the iPhones and.
Oh, that was.
Oh, you too? Fuck you
U2.
too.
Didn't-
Fuck you too. They're a
Didn't
trash
they
band.
Install on all on their phones and
Yes,
iPods, and it
well,
sucked.
First of all, that album was trash. Second of all, YouTube hasn't been relevant for God knows how long. They're the Madonna of rock bands. Fuck Bono.
Yeah,
Fuck The Edge. Your music is trash. You also co-wrote one of the worst musicals ever. If you don't know this about me, your boy loves musicals. Spider-Man Into the Dark is trash. 100% trash.
Wait,
The Edge is a terrible guitar player
Did
too.
you say Spider-Man?
Yeah, there's a Spider-Man musical.
What?
You know nothing about the Spider-Man musical?
No.
Okay, let me
Hold up.
Let me
What?
take a minute. We're gonna talk about this.
Even
this is
I knew
not
about it. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so
You didn't tell me.
If you knew
all right,
about it.
all right. So
That's the
us
one.
three. Vit you saw The Lion King, right?
Heck yeah! So I never watched the first Lion King. I watched this and it fucking broke my.
All right, we'll come back to that. I'm gonna inception my way back to this.
my God.
Okay, so The Lion King musical was directed by a woman named Julie Taymor. Julie Taymor, the Lion King musical is, I think, the most valuable media property ever. Like The Lion King on tour, Broadway musical version sells out to this day.
Do they use real lions?
No, it's like puppets, like
Oh, what the fuck?
niggas touching puppets.
They use
Anyway,
real fake lions.
yeah.
Wait, her name
Anyway,
is Julia
so
Taymor, and she doesn't even tame lions.
she doesn't.
Jesus Christ.
God, that was a good bit.
Yeah.
All right, so. Oh, God, I'm trying to inception my way through these bits you guys keep hitting me with. Okay, so she makes that musical. It pops off. She gets to make a bunch of movies. One of the movies she makes is Across the Universe. Eventually, her movie career sputters out because she's kind of a crazy person. So she's like, I'm going to go back to Broadway, and I'm going to make a Spider-Man musical. Because first and foremost, when I think about musicals, I think Spider-Man. But that being said, Broadway's insane, and they'll make a musical out of fucking anything. There's an American Psycho musical.
That sounds
like,
awesome.
It's wild. So she's like, I need people to help me write the music. So in the past, she's had success working with like rock musicians or pop musicians. So she worked with Elton John and Lion King, obviously. So she's like, who should I get? I'm going to get Bono and The Edge to write music for the Spider-Man musical, which makes no fucking sense because Spider-Man is the most New York superhero in human history. He's a kid from like Brooklyn who fucking slings pizzas and gets yelled at by a fucking newspaper man.
Like
Why is this not a Bruce Springsteen written musical first and fucking
Bruce
foremost?
Springsteen, or what I'm thinking,
What are you thinking?
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys is another great option.
Beastie Boys would have slapped.
Oh my god, that would have been great. Even Billy Joel. I
Yeah.
would have been down for a Billy Joel written musical. But
What-
no,
what
I'm going to
is-
get two Irishmen.
What is a Bruce Springsteen?
Please don't. Just stop.
That's a joke, right?
No, he's not joking.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
think.
Okay, well, come. You know what? We're gonna
Well, I
see
mean,
Blinded
wait,
by the
he's
Light.
He's the
Springsteen is
guy
like
with,
a-
with the restaurant at Disney,
Born in
right?
the USA.
Huh?
He was the guy with the restaurant at Disney, right?
Isn't that
Am
wild?
I
I feel like you
supposed to
guys
know
are trying
that?
to break me right now.
Am I supposed to know that answer?
Yes.
Yeah, Margaritaville. Yeah, it's
Anyway.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Let me finish.
I'll kill you.
Let me finish.
I
So
don't get it.
she makes this musical, and they go to premiere it, and they have Spider-Man in the fucking ceiling, like he's swinging through the rafters. The problem is they don't figure this out, and this is the most dangerous musical in human history. Like you
Spider-Man
go to
dies.
see it, yo, a dude almost died. Tons of actors got hurt.
Good.
They like broke a pipe in the ceiling and like shit fell on the audience in one.
Jesus.
I'm paraphrasing and probably
Like
wrong on
literal
half of these.
shit?
Yes, like a poop pipe.
a shit pipe.
Poop
Yeah,
pipe.
yeah, a poop pipe.
who was
like,
shitting in a pipe? First of all,
well, like
Well,
you know,
that's
you
where it
poop in the
collects.
toilet, it goes to the pipe.
That's-
through the roof.
That's
Through
how-
the ceiling?
Yeah.
It's New York.
Some it's New
All
York,
right, ne-
and then
next
some
week's
places
topic is plumbing. How
Yeah.
it works.
that'll be like a full on thing for. But no, yes, some places do. I don't know if it's specific to New York, but like there are places that run plumbing through the ceilings. Like when they do a reroute on a house, they do it above. So
Yeah.
like at least when it leaks, you'll see it fall through your ceiling instead of leaking under your slab for years on end.
I don't know what's worse,
I
but
think I'd just rather see it. Like I'd just rather have it on the slab. You know, I don't want to see that.
I don't.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, but again, it was the most expensive musical in
Hold on.
human history.
Real quick,
What's up?
Tabitha said
Yes.
she's trying to watch the podcast. There's no audio.
How is there no audio?
Frick.
Hold on.
Oh, dang.
I see us coming through.
I don't hear anything on the video.
That's weird.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait.
I
Yeah,
could-
no. I got nothing on.
Okay, hold up.
Oh,
on
we
here.
missed some good.
Oh my
notes.
god.
God damn it, man.
Don't you hate when technology does that? Okay, hold up,
We gotta
guys.
slow.
I can figure this out. Hold up, because I can hear it. How dare you, technology? Okay. Okay, let me try again.
Fuck, dude, this sucks.
Well, you know, that's the point of having a live podcast, for this fun and excitement. And I just ranted about the Spider-Man the musical for no one to hear it.
Damn it, dude. So,
It's okay.
well, wait. Did it not record us at least? Or
I mean, it recorded nothing but me looking like a crazy person.
should we start over?
Yes.
I don't know what's wrong here.
God damn it.
Hold up. This is bizarre because
Do we
It
have,
doesn't
do
matter
we
if
have
we
like
don't
a
say
scene that says
anything,
like,
'cause now
sorry, we're having technical difficulties?
I do not have that. I can
We should put
do
subtitles.
do
up.
do. I have no idea why this is not producing audio because it should be. I can see it popping up on here.
Roll.
Yeah, it says it's coming through the audio codec.
I got nothing on my phone and I have
That's
it pulled up right now.
bizarre. Okay, hold up. This is weird. Okay, I'm gonna stop for just a moment. Actually, I have no. Even if I can't blame the ants because I don't know
Microsoft
what
is
that
run
is.
by ants. Blame the
It
ants.
is weird.
See if maybe Twitch has audio.
Yeah, because I have my monitoring device. It's on the right stuff.
La 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 la.
Do.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah, we get. See if maybe Twitch I got audio on Twitch.
Yeah, we have audio on Twitch. So we just
Yeah.
don't have audio on Facebook?
Huh?
We just don't have audio on Facebook, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me.
Everyone on Twitch is
I'm gonna-
watching us
Twitch
look
is
at
good.
videos.
Hi, Twitch. At least.
Apparently,
anyone's
Mike's
watching,
mom
they're
says
good.
she's heard everything,
On.
but Mike says I'm getting zero audio.
This is weird. All right, so it looks
right,
like
so-
it's a Facebook problem.
Did you try restarting your router?
Should we restart the stream?
No, I. It could
Yeah,
be.
even Ray says like your audio isn't working.
That's odd. Okay. Damn it.
Sad.
Do you want to just stop and restart, or should we just keep going?
I kind of don't know. I'm gonna see if I can play with.
We can call it episode, what, 4.5?
Episode no audio.
How about now? Does everyone hear it?
Does anybody have audio?
Check.
We should do charades in this episode.
Because I'm.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Because I literally there's a mute button on Restream. I just clicked.
Pictionary? That'd be good. Wait, there's a mute button on Restream?
Yeah,
That's fun.
that's kind of fun. I don't think that was the problem, but
So
I
we
was gonna
could
say, I
like
didn't
totally
hear
shit
anything.
talk certain audiences.
Frick
Quickly,
face.
mute Mixer.
No mixer for you.
Sucks to be you, Mixer.
I'm trying to.
Damn it, dude. Yeah, I still got nothing on my phone.
That's weird. All right, I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off Facebook and turn it back on,
All right.
and they're just gonna deal with whatever they get.
For all those who
everyone
can't
else-
hear
is
us,
everywhere else
give us a
still
big
going?
F in chat.
Turns off the entire Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook crashes. Bwong.
Do you
All
have a-
right, they're going live again, and they're just gonna get two weird podcasts, and I'll just make it work later.
Do you have John F. Kennedy's name? It's just John
I can turn it
Kennedy,
off
but I need-
independently because Twitch seems to be working, and I'm not gonna mess with that.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
And if you have a problem with it,
Fight
sucks to
us.
suck. Sorry. Welcome to running a live podcast. And
Yeah,
you
fight
will
us
have
in
to-
chat. Like we'll have like boxing emails.
There it
and
goes.
stuff.
Yeah, is it working now?
Yes,
What the heck?
it's working now.
Cool.
So, are we like? Do we have to restart? Or we?
Well, no, it's you know what? You know what? There was glorious content that was happening there, and you know what? Just like we had technical difficulties in the past, you know where it lives? With
YouTube.
Because there's no, yeah, I guess you can watch it on YouTube if you want to hear me rant about Spider-Man Into Dark, the musical, directed by Julie Taymor, and written with a book written by the Bono and The Edge from U2, trash musicians. If you disagree with me, I don't care.
Heard that.
Because that's the reality of it. Look,
Just give me one second. I'm trying
there's,
to.
yeah, there's not much I can do about
Oh, yeah,
this.
and we also talked about how we are all massive tools
yeah, we talked about tools.
because
You know what? That's one thing we can bring back up
All right.
because everyone was freaking out that tools and Spotify. Yeah. I mean,
I mean, I'm-
are we
I'm
that
wrong with it.
lazy?
I mean, I haven't listened to Tool in a long ass time just because I've never been buying CDs because I have Spotify.
Yes.
So like I've been missing out on Tool. Like,
I don't know, man.
I'm going back and listening. Like, damn, there's so many bangers in here, man.
I feel like I'm just cynical on all levels now. Like the idea of, not that I didn't like Tool. I've always liked Tool, and their music videos are insane. But it's one of those bands that like I'm in the mood for like 3 songs from their discography, and the rest of the time I'm like I'm good. I don't need this. See, it's working now.
Okay. So, all right. So we'll reiterate. I mean, for those who were watching without the audio on Facebook, if you missed all the stuff we were talking about on Facebook due to the technical difficulty, you could find it on Twitch. It's working, and you will be
YouTube.
able to find it on YouTube.
And also, if you have Periscope, we're on Periscope too, and we're also on. Hold up, let me look. D Live.
Yes.
The one I signed up for because I was like, oh, it looks like a little
Didn't
ninja.
we get a viewer on D
We
Live? the
did
other day?
last time when we were on it. Like,
Are
on
we
a-
on Mixer?
like-
Are we on Mixer?
We're not on Mixer yet.
Yeah,
on
we're
Grindr?
sleeping on that. You know who is on Mixer?
Ninja?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the one
Ninja.
who switched over.
Oh, I was asking. I didn't know.
I have no
Oh,
idea
okay.
who's on Mixer.
But yeah, we'll reiterate. We're talking about playing a show in the mall. Tool is now on Spotify. And again, for those of you keeping track at home, the hole to China is now 20 feet deep and 10 foot in diameter.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all you missed. And we did go off on what was the Spider-Man the musical?
Spider-Man Into Dark, a musical that almost killed people. If you like musicals, you probably already knew that. If you don't,
Bono's involved.
Google it.
Got
It's
Bono was involved.
Got shit on the ceiling.
Yes.
There's poop on the
pipes
ceiling.
that run
Shit
through
on
the ceiling.
poop ceilings. It really
On
sucks.
poop
Because
ceilings.
I shared this place. I shared this video everywhere, and now It is a video that makes no sense.
No.
Which one? The
Nice.
podcast?
The original podcast on Facebook.
No, we look
Like
no,
that's life.
We just look like a bunch of tools now.
Yeah, we do. After talking about Tool, you know what? Tool did this to us.
Damn,
know what?
it's the Tool curse.
It's not the Tool.
They've
curse.
gone digital, now they've cursed us all.
Is it still? Wait, did Tabby
Wait a
just say
minute.
still nothing?
Yeah.
How?
What the fuck, dude?
Because somebody else said it was working.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that
Fast
me?
forward to it. I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't.
I'm sorry. I thought there was a I thought it was a goddamn. I don't know.
It was a ghost.
That was
There was a ghost.
I thought it was a ice machine for a moment.
We're not acknowledging you. We're pretending like you were here the whole time.
Well, there goes that.
Yeah, I was like, you talked about this bit to me. We had a full conversation about this bit.
Well, just
Somebody should just share
Who
the
is
fucking
that?
Twitch link because I don't think Facebook is.
Fucking goddamn it,
This is not
Facebook!
good.
It's annoying me to no end now.
still working on that.
I'm here.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'll move it closer to your face or get situated. It doesn't matter. We have been dealing with nothing but technical
There's
difficulties.
food behind you.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah.
There's a spooky ghost.
I don't understand what is going on.
I don't know
here.
either because it's not on us. All right. So everybody who is not watching, who's watching on Facebook, I'm just gonna post.
No.
It
yeah.
doesn't work. I'm sorry,
Maybe
guys.
it's not working on like iPhone.
If you're watching, we love
No,
you.
I'm literally on. Well,
Like-
I'm on my desktop. I can't hear
Like
anything.
you know what I'm saying? Like maybe Facebook for iPhone's not working.
No, I mean like I'm on the desktop version,
Yeah, but you're on a
it's
Mac.
not working there. Yeah.
but like I mean I can hear it right now.
Thanks,
on my
Apple.
regular ass
Apple's
laptop,
working
and it's
its
just
tool.
not working.
Thanks,
like,
Tool.
It's
Thanks,
so
Bono.
stupid that it
Bono.
was working. Now it doesn't work. Whatever. You know
Should we
what?
just, like-
I'm just gonna delete them, and I'll delete them later. You guys get nothing. That sucks because that's like half of our viewership.
Could we try restarting?
I mean, it's not gonna do anything because I killed it and turned it back on from Restream, and it still was wonky. I think it's just Facebook's algorithm's dumb, so they'll just get it later as a full stream because it records everything. So they'll just deal with us talking about technical difficulties for 35 minutes.
Damn it.
It's whatever. You know what? So the podcast is live, and I'm
me.
just gonna.
It's gonna be us
Post.
talking.
They
and
can't all
technical
be gold.
difficulties, Then a recap of everything that we're talking. Then more technical difficulties.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of it. They're just gonna hear the same things twice. Whatever.
No live audience tonight.
No, you know what? We didn't
No.
have a live audience tonight because.
We're our own live audience.
Yeah, it's okay. I kind of like that we don't have a.
Yeah, it's-
Because like Racist said it was working.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Racist said it was
Tabitha
working.
shared
for-
the Twitch link, which is nice.
All right, so let's have a
Yo,
have like
I
a,
hear it right now.
Let's have
and
a
it's working.
secondary hard reset. Welcome back to the Tyrannophobia podcast.
Oh my god. Tonight is a shit show.
For the record, we talked about
mess.
Tool, Spider-Man, and some other stuff. Malls.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake, just I don't know.
Talk about plumbing for a little bit.
It's just.
I like Tool and Spider-Man.
About plumbing.
It's just not working on the Tyrannophobia page.
Yeah,
I mean-
Mike's mom hasn't had a
I-
problem.
I-
I guess it's like it just decides when it wants to work. So start over, restart, good to go.
Oh my god.
Back to podcast.
You know what? This is why I said somebody was like, "There's sound when you go through his Zom's page, but not through the Tyrannophobia page."
And for the
That's what
record,
Racist just said.
my hole is 20 feet wide in China.
Okay,
The whole-
so
yeah, whatever.
Delete the Facebook page. Let's just delete the Facebook page.
All right,
just-
yeah, throw it away and start over again.
Yeah, we're just
throw
gonna-
everything
just-
away.
All right, so we
Just
are.
delete Tool off of Spotify.
Are we gonna go?
Again.
Are we gonna go back to Tool on Spotify?
No,
since
we-
it's
we
not-
I think
covered
we've
it.
covered that like
All right.
tenfold over. And I'm just gonna go on the Tyrannophobia page and be like, "Hey guys, I know it's broken. You'll get a full one. I'll upload it later because I record all these as a backup in case things like this happen."
I was gonna say, so we could probably like cut that out, couldn't we?
Oh my,
So-
why cut comedy gold of us getting frustrated?
Okay.
So wait, are we still live?
Yeah, we're
right?
still-
Yeah, we
live,
never
yes.
stop being live.
Hi.
At this point,
This
to
is-
those who watched, you got to find somewhere. Go to Twitch. We are on everything. If Facebook's not working for you, check out the other links.
Just to add my 2 cents to Tool and Spider-Man, I also like those things.
We were
Good.
talking about Spider-Man the musical.
I do not like Spider-Man the musical.
Spider-Man the
Oh,
musical,
when did you get here?
as composed by Tool.
Wait a minute. When did we
That
get
that
here?
might
That
be
would be-
worth watching instead of Bono. It was you two, right? Did the music for Spider-Man
Yes.
musical?
Yes.
That's really weird. That's
did
that's an
discuss.
odd choice.
Yeah, we mentioned how Bono was involved, and there were shit pipes.
pipe shit that
people
broke and
died or
stuff in the
something, or
ceiling and
All right,
plumbing.
moving on then.
We really do got to move on. This is like, we've just been doing this for the last like 10 minutes.
All right, whatever. Okay,
right,
so we have a show in the mall.
Yes, we have a show in the mall. That's a very interesting concept in it itself that I never thought I'd be able to play in a mall, especially a metal show. Oddly enough, we were in the Treasure Coast Mall today, and there was like a stage there, but it was like some kind of hip hop dance competition. They like to do dance in malls, apparently.
Yeah, they love dancing in malls.
I like when you
When
go to
did
the
this
movies.
happen?
Today.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before you, because you arrived later.
Wait, you went to the movies?
I like, yeah, I went yesterday, and they had the Dance Dance Revolution thing. That was pretty awesome.
It's weird. But yeah.
Are you good at that?
I guess
Nope.
let me pull up OBS because I've been like sitting here being all technical boy,
Right.
and I posted to all the platforms that we get zucked. So I'm just gonna post the flyer. Yeah, we're playing with Death of a Deity, Alloy, The Ocean, the Beast, Mind Virus, and Until She Sleeps, who I've never seen before, but I'm excited, on August 30th at Gamers Realm, which is now located in the Indian River Mall. Which, when we found out,
Is
we
it
were
now
like,
located or soon to be located?
soon to be, but technically now, because I think they already have the space. They're just kind of figuring it out.
What happened with their original location? They finally
I
just
don't know, and I'm not gonna ask because on to greener pastures.
Yeah.
like
Spectrum was awesome.
the
though.
mall. Oh, I did like going there.
That was pretty awesome.
We're gonna say that the shows that they were holding give them the opportunity to move to a new location. So
Yeah,
you should
you
come
know
to see
what?
more shows.
Yeah,
Yes.
come support them at the Indian River Mall. Also support the Indian River Mall, which has had some trials and tribulations in the past.
The theater
And this
there's
is-
actually really nice.
the movie theater there is the deal of the century. Like if you live in that area, I found a lot of people who live in Indian River County are like, I hate that theater. I'm like,
Why?
it's like $5 to see a regular movie.
We live in like Fort Pearson and PSL, and we've gone there on purpose to
Yeah.
go see movies.
Oh my god!
Which one was
Yeah.
that? Have I gone with you up for
I
that? I
think-
don't think I've ever been to
Yes,
that.
you
To go
did. You
see-
went for my birthday to go see Doctor Strange. It was
Oh,
one of the,
okay.
and then we went to Dave's Diner after that.
Oh, that was when I had that freaking toothache and I was grumpy as hell.
Yeah, you're always grumpy when we go to the movies. I love. Today I was the flip. I was
I
grumpy
know.
one of the
It
movies.
was so weird. I was like kind of excited when I was watching the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is cool.
I'm hungry and
Were you
late.
not into until
No, okay. So I guess we'll go on a slight tangent and then we'll go back to this. Okay, so I didn't hate the movie. I just thought it kind of made no sense to exist.
Me too. I
It was
well,
kind of
feel that
like,
way as
yeah.
well.
It felt like we wasted the GDP of a small nation to make a movie that does not need to exist.
Right.
Like it's a flat out remake. The only new content is new Timon and Pumbaa.
And there was like,
Donald Glover's wasted. Beyonce can't act.
Which one was Donald Glover?
Adult Simba. That was Childish Gambino. Would not.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a waste. It was he seemed like he kind of phoned it in. I don't like. I legitimately believe that they just had the audio files from the original James Earl
I
Jones
didn't-
performance and just slapped those
I
bad
didn't
boys
You
in.
really
Appreciate
think he
how
didn't
they-
re-record that?
They
stuff?
sounded exactly the same. to
I
me.
don't appreciate how they spoiled the original Lion King. That was a bummer.
Yeah.
there was a lack of crunch in James Earl Jones' voice
Yeah.
that I noticed.
Yeah.
He's a lot more vicious in the cartoon one than he was here.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, Mufasa's Mufasa.
Yeah.
He's my favorite character. So
My favorite part was when he died.
Shut
Yo,
up.
bro, I cried. I cried
I
at that
did.
still to this day.
I cried a few times in that movie, like when just like the moments from like when you're
Yeah.
a kid, like when my biggest thing was when he sees him in the sky and he's like, remember who you are.
Yeah.
Like I lost it.
Did you see the baby warthog when Pumbaa was the baby warthog? That was pretty awesome.
That was cute. That was adorable. That was
pretty
actually
awesome.
like one of the things I thought was nice. But it was like few and far between moments, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm crying, so I guess it's working. But I'm also like,
Well,
why?
that's because it's like playing on our nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like the whole time I'm watching that movie, I'm just imagining the cartoon version in my head because it was like, and then I think who brought it up? The fact that we were talking about the fact that the "Be Prepared" song got cut. I'm
It was-
like,
I think it
yo,
was
that
me.
was like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, apparently, because I looked it up while I was sitting before we set up for the podcast. I was back at home. They cut it because they were afraid that the original Scar was too flamboyant and possibly offensive to the LGBTQ community.
Everything.
And I'm
offends
like,
them.
how? What? Well, like, and then I thought for just a moment, I'm like, I guess I could be.
He's got
the
like a
90s
sass
were-
walk to him, though.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
like,
it
I
is.
guess, but. And I'm also
They're-
thinking
they're
like the
worried
90s were
about that- wait a
hyper
minute,
offensive
wait a
to some degrees.
They're worried about that, but yet they had a very flashy, flamboyant Timon.
Well, like, I feel like the thing is that Billy Eichner brought that to the table, and while, because that's who he is, by comparison to where Jeremy Irons' performance may have been offensive because that's not who he is to my knowledge. I don't know. But I know that was their fear, that they don't want the villains, because that's the same thing apparently they did with Jafar. They don't want the villains to be caricatures that could be offensive, which I do get and respect that. You know, the world's changing. But also, like, why cut a great song? Because Chiwetel Ejiofor can sing.
Yeah. I don't get behind that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go into it.
I mean, personally,
it's weird. It's just
I
all
think
weird.
not all bad guys have to be British.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. That's another odd thing that they continually do.
Yeah.
It was just a weird movie. Like, it works, but hey, it was
It
weird.
was. I mean, what is it is what
weird.
it was. you
Super
know.
fucking weird.
Almost made me want to be a furry.
Here's the thing.
Oh God.
What's up?
Oh, bro, what the?
All right,
Randy!
Randy.
Scared the living shit out of me.
Should we lock that front door now?
Ladies
that
and
Lee's here?
gentlemen, our studio audience has arrived.
Oh my god, this episode is a wreck.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me. So Lion King.
It was barely.
It was pretty good, but I mean, you know, what the fuck?
I will say that weird villain bullshit sounds way better when you have like a sinister accent.
Yeah, I do, and I think the odd thing that I didn't like about Chiwetel Ejiofor's thing is that he wasn't kind of being flamboyant, and I also understand why somebody would be like that could be construed as offensive, but villains like they have to, like, that Shakespearean villain vibe is kind of overly aggressively theatric, and that's what that movie needed, not a hyper serious gruff role. It was odd. Like, Scar was like set dressing to me.
See, here's the thing. I never realized that was a connection until you just brought it up.
Yo,
now.
same thing until I read
Then again,
that.
I was like,
and
what,
I also
5
realized
at the
multiple
time?
people who I saw on like film Twitter bring it up were like, I didn't think about it, but I can also see why it's offensive. And like, that's one of those things that as I get older, not that, again, we're not a political podcast, and I almost never try to talk about this stuff short of ranting about it on Facebook when I'm really pissed off. It's one of those things that, like, I don't realize something could be offensive till I get older. Like, I used to love songs from Aladdin that are super offensive because I was like, Aladdin is close to my name. I'm a little Muslim boy. And now I'm like, oh, that was not cool that they're like, Arab people will slit your throat in the beginning of the movie. Because that's a line that they had to cut and change. Like, I get it. Like, the 90s was a little more loose and fancy free. You could say moderately offensive stuff, or you could shoot a show like Friends and have no black people. Now we got to be... Like, the fact that most of the cast that played lions were black people was kind of cool. But also,
It made me feel
John
excluded.
Oliver as Zazu was trash. And Mr. Bean killed that shit in the original.
Yeah,
'Cause that was Rowan
I didn't like
Atkinson.
the Zazu.
Yeah,
one.
he was...
Also, it really threw me off that Whoopi Goldberg was not the woman hyena.
No.
What if Zazu was played by Morgan Freeman or
I
something?
would
don't
have
think it
I would have
sounds
been more acceptable to that than to, let's just get another British guy.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't like. Yeah, Zazu didn't feel right to me. Rafiki was the same voice actor.
no, it wasn't. It was a guy named John Connie.
Hmm.
He was the dad in Black Panther. And now Disney apparently is just like, we need a astute African man called John Connie, which is weird because he's like a South African playwright who's lauded, and now he's just like on Disney, just like, hey, what you doing? You got 20 minutes, my guy? Can you say some stuff with your accent, my guy?
When Disney shows up with a paycheck, you know.
You show up. Oh, dude,
I'll
I
say
literally
no.
am thinking, like, they called Beyonce and they were like, you have a studio at home, right? And she was like, yeah. Like, we're going to send you some lines. You want to check? Because I thought her performance was trash. It was,
Are we seeing the comments and stuff on your phone, on your laptop?
currently, I'm not.
Shut
I
up.
can see the comment I sent out to every platform that Facebook wasn't working. That is all.
There are people in the comments. Tabitha says, "Leave Timon alone." No, I will not.
So-
Zazu was great, according to Raisa.
Zazu was okay.
I agree.
Jimmy
Raisa.
saying what's up. Jimmy Rivers saying what's up.
Hey, Jimmy.
Casey
Oh,
Owens
it's because
going to be a
everyone's
sick
on
show.
mine that works, and it's for every reason.
Should we
it's gonna
just
understand.
like switch?
It's fine. I
Have
can see
your-
it now.
All right. All right. So
Yeah, I'm not saying Timon and Pumbaa were bad. They were one of
no,
the best
it was
parts of that
funny.
movie.
I really appreciated Seth Rogen as
He was
Pumbaa.
great.
Yeah, it was great.
Like, I forgot that Seth Rogen could be a good actor until I was watching that. I was like,
I mean,
oh, yeah,
like,
he's
I
good.
really didn't even think about any of all this till we actually sat here and just started breaking it down. There were a couple of things that I was kind of like, it doesn't feel right that it wasn't like the same voice that we were used to. But other than that, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's all right for being what it is. Also, one thing I noticed when the scene where Mufasa's telling Simba to pounce on Zazu.
Yeah.
In the other movie, he tells him, Zazu, turn around.
Yeah.
That like just was like weird because he's
Yeah.
like Zazu's just like
I didn't even think about that.
Zazu's just doing circles for no reason. I'm like, they're over here. Like, why aren't you looking at? Because in the older movie, he says, Zazu, will you turn around, please? He goes, oh, of course, and he keeps talking, and that's when Simba jumps on him. So I noticed little things like that weren't there.
Yeah, that was weird. And also that they moved like real animals. They all the animals moved like real animals.
Except
Right.
their mouths.
Were
Except for the
any
mouths.
of those real? Or
No,
were they
it
all
was
CGI?
all CGI.
Apparently, there's one shot in the film that they snuck in that is actually real.
Like-
And they did that to mess with people.
Okay.
Lions or like was it a certain small animal? I felt like that mouse in the beginning was kind of real.
Nah, I doubt it.
What if it was like this?
Because it's supposed to be what is it? It's supposed to be It's supposed to be because they tried to change because like it's not really live action. It's all animated except for one shot apparently, and it's supposed to be photorealistic, which I still think is so. It's just all kind of it's bizarre. Like
It
I'm
is. It's
happy
really
it exists in a weird way because another generation will get to appreciate that story. On the other front, I'm like, why didn't you just re-release The Lion King again?
Yeah.
Make it like a neater cartoon, I guess. or
Like,
could
you could have changed out the voice actors and used the original footage. You didn't have to, like, redo it and essentially add more time.
I understand that, like, those people are probably like older now, but like to me, it seems like how would you not try to get every single original voice actor as you
Well,
could?
I think casting Matthew Broderick to play a African prince is kind of bizarre. I think is one of the thoughts.
Racist says they should have done Morning Report.
Yeah, they should have. I think they should have just done more things for the musical. But what do I know? I
The
like
first shot
musicals.
of the sun coming up was the only real shot.
That makes sense. That was the only part that did look kind of real. But the rest of it was also oddly uncanny valley.
I feel like what they're doing is they're pushing as far into the uncanny valley as they can so they can take a step back for Cats and it not be as bad.
Yo, I'm so ready for that movie.
I was horrified.
You're horrified? Don't you even? You're
think
gonna
I'm not
see that.
saying it's going to be like a bad movie. I know people appreciate that play, but like I just look at that and I'm like, I cannot watch people looking like CGI cats and they're actual people. Like
It's
that's
gonna
just
be.
messing with me.
It's an insane musical.
I feel like I'd be able to cope better with the movie than I ever would in the play.
Oh,
with,
dude,
with real people like in cat suits.
What? Yeah, they ran through the audience. I was just about to say, as a child growing up in New York, there would be commercials for Broadway shows. Like, that was a thing. And I remember the commercial for Cats freaked me out. Because it looked like what you saw, but less Uncanny Valley-y and more like a Jim
can see the-
Henson, like,
You can see the
acid
Velcro
trip.
on the cats. I don't know.
Oh, my God. Dude, it was like they were like trash creatures who just would come over and be like, hey, and you're like, no,
It reminds me of,
I don't want that.
It reminds me of when I was in third grade and I was in the Dr. Seuss play and I was a fish and there's this one kid, Nathan Matthews, and he was a fish too, and we had to run around the play and we had to run around all the audience, and he tripped and I didn't like him, so I stepped on him and he pissed himself.
Oh, my God.
So you turn into like a
You're-
freaking gusher or something? 'Cause you
Your
just-
story is...
Not a gusher, it was a Swedish fish.
Oh my God.
Raisa just goes, wait, when did Lee get in? He was always here. You
He was
just
always
didn't
here.
know.
We
He was
just
here
we
the
just
whole time.
didn't
He was
acknowledge it.
always here. We did not discuss that at all.
No.
Well, I
not
guess
at
the
all.
audio is working now on yours.
It
and
only
stuff.
works on the one that I sent to my Facebook. The one that went to the Tyrannophobia page, for whatever reason, does not work.
Delete it.
Why, I don't know. It'll get deleted and...
Delete the page.
Just delete the page. start
Delete
it over again.
everything and stop playing and stop being a functioning member of society. I don't know.
Guys, I'm gonna kill myself.
No,
Please
don't
don't.
die. We need you. We can't. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're playing a show in a mall, which I... we had to talk about the Lion King. What are they talking about?
I know. I loved how quickly we went into the Lion King.
Like,
That
I'd
was
much
great.
rather talk about a movie.
That was great.
Yeah, we're playing a show at the mall, and it's weird.
Holy crap!
Yeah, we're getting a lot of... What?
When did we get up to 15 followers on Twitch?
Oh, hi. My name is Azam, and I social media.
Hi, Azam.
My name is Azam. I social media.
I see you, literally in a physical sense.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's amazing.
Like-
Even like that's good though for us,
Yeah.
especially
Don't you touch my
social
phone
media.
stand
We're
with your
never going to
kids.
talk about that we're playing in a mall beyond like
All
right.
Casey bringing it up.
Let's
Look,
go ahead and talk about playing in a mall.
But Lion King.
God damn it! Tonight has been a shit show.
Tonight's a freaking disaster.
It's a disaster. I love it. But the idea of playing in a mall, like I'm thinking about it. I'm like nearly 30, and I'm excited about this. But I feel like
Don't
16-year-old
say that.
Azam
Don't
would
say
have.
nearly 30.
You were nearly 30.
Don't
Accept
even.
it.
Well, actually, yeah, because my birthday is this
Yeah.
month. I'm gonna be 28.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about
Yes, my guy.
Listen, it's
discuss those
okay.
things.
Death comes close to
With
us
the new
every
Lion
day.
King,
You guys make
30
me
is the
feel like
new
a
5.
pedophile.
30 is the new 5. My guy.
Stop it. So
That was a joke.
But I was just thinking, like, high school me who was playing in a band would have loved, like, yo, I'm playing in a mall.
you know what I
And
do?
now I'm like, it's.
There was some show at the freaking Hot Topic at
There
in
were
Jackson
there were a
Beach.
bunch of shows happening in Hot Topic when we were in high school. I think like the Sweet Escape played there.
Yeah, like Trust Me, I'm a Liar or something like
Yeah, I think Trust Me, I'm a Liar played there. There was a lot of like the pop punk bands who played in the mall, who were like attractive and didn't make ugly noises like I do.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was like, that's what I want to do when I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, no, I think that's the other. Like, I feel like I'm living out like that kind of thing. Like,
Jimmy, the Twitch page is called Tyrannophobia Podcast.
yeah,
One word.
where is that chat coming?
Where and
from?
when in the mall? Where and when is where is the Indian River Mall? You said.
The Indian River Mall at Gamers Realm on August 30th. Hold
August
up,
30th.
I will bring it up.
Do we have the flyer to show?
Oh, I have the
lovely
flyer.
people?
Yeah, I can play it again.
We're getting a lot
Yeah.
of love on Facebook.
Yeah,
today.
you know what? It's because it's all coming from my page because the Tyrannophobia page is broken. But yeah, we're playing. Here's all the information. It's up on screen right now.
So we're just gonna turn you into a podcast.
I don't want to. No.
We're just gonna
We're-
merge
well,
the whole
like I
streaming
said, though, I
setup
think
into
we
your
should
body.
take Azam's page, plug it into the space of the Tyrannophobia.
Oh
page,
no!
and
I mean, I have everything recorded. I'm just
call
gonna
it-
leave this up a little longer.
Call it
But like,
Islamophobia.
Islamophobe. I just think
we
it's
can't do that because of his last name
yeah.
and his name in general. Because we
Yeah, that would literally be Islamophobia, the band.
All right, so do we
Which
still
I
have the
feel-
thing up there on the
Yeah,
screen?
I
Go ahead
actually
and,
took it back down.
Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, in the mall.
It's gonna be weird. I'm excited though.
I brought up. I was thinking about it I was just thinking about it for a while. Every time I drive by the church on the Catholic church on Prima Vista,
Yeah.
I think back to that video that you showed me that there was like this huge freaking
Oh my god, yeah.
show.
Max played one of those with me.
You played it. You guys.
Yeah.
Played it? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
All right, so I guess I'll just I'll go to this for just a moment because Austin Hayes always brings it up because we were in a band together called At Dawn They Sleep, and we played a show there to an absurd amount of kids when I think back on it. But then I was like, there's like nobody. And I'm like, we played to an absurd amount of kids, because that was
Say, I
like
looked at-
MySpace era where
I
like a
looked at that-
billion children appeared.
I looked at that video. I'm like, that is packed out.
Oh yeah,
dude.
back in the day, like you were a band and you played a show and you didn't play like new metal, like a million kids showed up, like
Jesus.
a million.
That's
Like,
what I'm kind of hoping. Like, the idea of it being in a mall, and
I think it'll do all right. I mean, I feel like the second because I posted it to our band page and a million people were, I guess a million for a post from our Facebook, like our band Facebook page, got 11 likes without me doing any effort. I literally put, didn't think we were gonna play a mall, but here we go, and I just went, and like people were like, that's wild. I'm like, oh, it is. Yeah, I didn't really think about it because I was depressed when I posted this, but yeah.
Sounds like me all the time.
Yeah.
So, how is it going to work loading in?
Don't know. Just gonna be excited.
Back
Like,
to
I know-
Keller, into the mall.
I sent you guys the stuff to the band chat. I have no idea. I'm so excited.
I am seriously seriously fascinated how this is
yeah.
going to work.
You know what? I found that we're at our best when we ask as little questions as possible and just go with the flow.
Just close your eyes.
Like, I find that we get more frustrated the more information we know in advance about a show.
So we're gonna be like wheeling all of our cabs through like a Macy's,
Probably.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
really hope
No,
that's
here,
what happens.
here's the, we have
just like a
fuck
train
is
right
up,
through
Macy's. We have to all be
To the
wearing
perfume department.
at the
Just
same
get
time.
glared at by all the
fuck
old
out of the way,
white
Janet!
faces in there, just like, what are these
and we're all
troublemakers
wearing
up to?
studded leather,
Oh my
and we
God,
have our
this
like
just-
we have our black metal face paint.
There's
on.
gonna be like 7 Karens
all
in the
have
way.
jokes going all
we
at
should
once.
put our band shirts on the mannequins and shit.
Oh my god!
Just carrying all your stuff to the whole mall.
Wait,
yeah,
can we
that's,
get a
that's what I look
mannequin?
forward to.
Yeah.
That'd be so dope.
I just can't. Yeah, we're just gonna get the evil glares from the freaking mall goers. Just
Yeah, somebody offered me a mannequin at some point, and I can't remember who it was.
Did you take it?
No, I didn't. I can't.
Tell them to hit me up.
I think it's.
I don't know what
Yeah,
you
we
want.
can rep our merch in the restaurant.
Oh my God.
Right in the window.
We don't have. We don't have physical merch on us right now.
Oh, I can find it.
knocking shit over.
Oh my God. But yeah, I just want to just tear through the Indian
It's
River
gonna
Mall.
find our merch out in the world.
I'm trying to figure out because I don't know where the old Charlotte Russe is because that's where we're going to be playing in old Charlotte Russe, which makes this. I know they said they have their own door according to Facebook. Like there's going to be a door we can come through. That's
I don't know
It's
where-
hard to
Insulated.
get into places that don't have doors, so I.
God damn you.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know
I'm
what
also-
Charlotte Race is, but it sounds like a strip club.
It could, you don't know what Charlotte,
Charlotte
Russe
Russe?
is?
Nope.
Yeah, no, you-
I
It's either a
do
strip
not.
or
It's a
Imaginary.
women's clothing store that just recently went bankrupt.
I
That
Dang.
would sold like. I can't really describe the clothes. They just were clothes.
Every
that
kind of
existed.
like
close
mall
outdoors?
clothing store just looks and smells and feels the same to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Nothing feels worse than an H&M to me.
I
Nothing
wouldn't
feels worse
know.
than an H&M. H&M is just like, oh, these clothes are paper.
Like every time I would go to the mall, it was
What'd you say?
always.
I miss Sears.
You miss Sears?
Sears was awesome.
Well,
Dude, I used
Sears
to
is
get.
still in Treasure Coast Mall.
No, it's closed, bro.
What?
Yeah, there's
I was
nothing
done.
there.
What was that? I didn't even look.
Yeah,
Isn't
if
that
you
where
go,
you got your tires done?
Yeah.
yeah, it was a little while ago, but if you go down that area, there's like a bunch of kids bouncing on trampolines and
Yeah.
just a wall that goes, something's coming here soon. And you're like,
There's always those
what?
kind of things in that mall.
malls. Yeah, but if you think like the Treasure Coast Mall looks like it's about to die, the Indian River Mall is a
I don't-
hellscape.
I don't know. I mean, I know. I didn't even realize
packed
somebody
today.
brought it up when we were walking that it was back to school. I think in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's probably explains the crowd. But there was a lot of people there
Yeah,
on a
it's-
regular ass Saturday.
Yeah, I think that one does better than most malls because it's still a Simon Mall and they kind of have their shit together.
Charlotte Russe was a homecoming dress go-to. Apparently, says Raisa.
Yeah, it was. It was.
bad
I was
Go
gonna
to
say because I used to
homecoming?
hear that freaking place a
Yo,
lot.
yeah, high school. Even like as we left high school into college, I would
Well,
occasionally be.
I feel like clothing stores and malls are gonna hang on pretty good if they have
Yeah.
they have their clientele because people are still gonna want to go and try on their clothes.
Yeah,
They're
But
not
like
gonna want them.
even like Charlotte. Well, I guess because I know Raisa brought it up that Charlotte Russe kind of lost their audience. What?
Big news.
What?
I'm sure. I really hope some of you noticed on the way in that
What?
the old shell of Toys R Us is now a Big Lots.
Yeah, yeah,
I could
saw
not
that.
believe that.
yeah. I heard about that.
And
Wow.
what killed me the most is you can still see the old Toys R Us logo on the side of the building if
Oh,
you
yeah,
look
like-
hard
Yeah.
enough.
Oh yeah, it's tax-free weekend.
Yeah.
What's
Holy
the big
shit, I didn't
lots?
think about that.
I wonder if I should probably get shoes.
Yes. Good shoes.
Yeah, probably get
That's
shoes.
some insight
Lots
into
of
my
shoes.
life. I need some shoes.
From
These are my
Charlotte
favorite
Russe.
shoes.
Can I help you pick
Skechers.
out shoes?
Put
One
an
day?
F in the chat
if you want
you
to.
need
Yeah,
shoes.
hell yeah.
F in
Pretty
the
good
chat
job.
for
I want to.
some
I want to
of
dress
you.
everybody.
We
I
should
feel
get-
like I've like maximized as a man in dressing.
We should get you like platform boots or something.
I'm not gonna do
Hell
that to you.
yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I feel like you would look fucking flame as a boat shoes though, my guy.
Get some slippy.
Yo,
toes.
I was seriously gonna buy those ones in downtown Disney.
Those
dude.
those flat black Sperry's, bruh.
fresh, dude.
You know how it is. Both shoes and a wave
I
cap.
thought those ones I picked out last time. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, they were solid. They were
tan ones
solid.
I wear?
Yeah, they're solid. Hey, I'm not.
Dude, I've
just
had
wanna
the same pair
keep
of
taking you up
shoes.
notches.
I've had the same pair of shoes for the last 6 years.
Oh, I remember when Tabby yelled at you about the
Well,
the
I
shoes
know-
you're currently
I know
wearing.
I'm gonna get you for your birthday now.
I need that and a new pair of work boots because my new work boots also are shredded, and those things are not even a year old. They lasted maybe 5 months, and those were $200
Palace.
Red Wing boots.
Maybe we'll go to Shoe Palace.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be odd because again, like the last time I was in the Indian River Mall, I was there for work, and like, it's like one half of the mall's a church now. Oh yeah, there's like a whole wing that's a church at the.
I just
Not the Indian River
I
Mall.
can't wrap my head around the fact that they.
There's
we're
an
gonna be
arcade in that mall
playing-
too.
We're gonna be playing music,
In a mall.
and
Across-
also the mall closes. What time does this show start?
look, they have their own entrance and exit, is what they have said on Facebook.
Oh,
That's all you need to
and
know.
that's all we need to know.
okay.
Perfect. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
Indian River Mall, my guy.
Indian River Mall.
In Vero.
it used to be a Charlotte Russe.
Okay, remember when we played
Dear
Gamersville?
Google.
Gamersville moved to the mall.
Wait, in that short ass amount of time?
Yeah, bro, like
Yeah,
recently.
yeah, like there's things
Yeah.
that happened.
Time, it moves forward, my guy.
Yeah.
It moves forward, Randy. The church
Race-
is gonna love us.
I
You know
hope
what?
they do it. They're going to
We're
invite
gonna-
us in, and we're gonna.
We should just, we were talking about adding a song to the set list, which I think we have to practice a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we need
But
we
we
need to
could-
introduce it. This is a song for Jesus.
We could, because I curse so much in that song.
I'm
We're
not
gonna
allowed
turn
in
the lights
churches.
out.
I spontaneously
We
combust.
combust. I love that. I love when people say, I love with that bit.
We're gonna.
But that church, I don't think will be on that side. But I don't know, because I cannot remember where the Charlotte Russe was located.
I don't know.
All I know-
I don't remember that mall like a lot. So.
All I know about that mall is there's the TGI Fridays that
There's always a Fridays or a Ruby Tuesdays in a mall.
Yeah.
always.
Hell yeah.
That
For the lunch we had, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, that lunch, actually, that sandwich left me very full.
It looked very good,
It
and
was
also
solid.
that chicken sandwich.
y'all
I had,
were-
it was, I don't know
Y'all
what
were
was on
doubting
top
that
of it.
tilapia though.
How
It
was
looked
that?
good when it came out.
How was it? Was it good?
I don't know what the name of the
Tilapia,
church
man. You
is.
just cut out the darker
Casey,
parts,
I have
then
no
you're
idea
good.
what the name of the church
I,
is.
I always thought tilapia and tapioca were the same thing.
I like
yeah,
I like
kinda.
Max. We should perform at Holy Land. Tabitha, we're going to Holy Land.
Yeah,
That was
I wanna
somewhere
dress
that we
up as a
tried to
holy
get
warrior.
to on our excursion for my girlfriend's birthday. We did
Oh,
try to
yeah.
get to Holy Land.
I feel like I don't want to be disrespectful. Like, I know that's
She
something
says she'll
racist,
go if we play. Like,
Oh my God, I'll go if you play. All right.
come on.
Like,
All
she
right.
has a choice.
We
You
couldn't
know
even
what?
get.
You know what? Here's how
I-
we play. We do a bunch of covers from Kirk Franklin. Kirk
Yeah.
Franklin is like a gospel artist, and we could do "Do You Want a
Yeah,
Revolution?" I would love to just be like, "Do you want a revolution?" Whoa, whoa! Just yeah, I want. I said jokingly when I was doing trivia a couple weeks ago. I'm like, I'm fat Kirk Franklin, and there was like a bunch of black people in the audience, and they died.
And then they jumped
Like
him.
that joke was for like that corner of black people who were at the TQ bar that night, and the one server like almost dropped his food when I'm like, I'm fat Muslim Kirk Franklin, and I went, "Do you want a revolution?" And they died. I was like,
And then they
"That's
all,
for y'all."
Then they all jumped him.
They could have jumped me.
That would have been bad. I'll call seats on the
seats on
camel.
camel.
Dude, we
No
couldn't
question.
even get Tabitha to go with the promises of riding a camel, but she'll go when we play. Like that's some dedication right
That's
there. I guess.
that's real
Yeah.
talk. That's a rat or die right
That's
there.
love right there. Yeah.
I want a picture with the Velociraptor in the Ark stables.
Oh my God, hell yeah!
Is that a thing there?
Yes, my guy.
I just want a picture.
But I
of-
thought
of-
that the holy people didn't believe in dinosaurs.
No, they believe that we lived at the same time with dinosaurs.
Yeah,
we-
frolicked
just-
with the dinosaurs.
Like
We-
the
we
book
just-
Dinotopia.
what happened was we had sex with too many apples, and then we got too hungry,
Dude, I hate when that happens.
and so we ate all the dinosaurs.
okay,
Yeah.
is that religion?
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
think
then
so.
we made friends with the wolves, and they
As the most religious person in this band, yes.
Yeah, we all frolicked like happy people before we fucked the apples.
Okay, so that's how we invented.
And
fruit
this is
salad?
all going on my personal Facebook
Yeah.
page.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. What's gonna happen? Somebody goes, "Hey, I don't want to hire you for a job."
Hi,
Yes,
Mom.
Polly.
My name already precluded me from working there.
God, dude.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's crazy. But
I was gonna say, like, because I know we said we're gonna bring the podcast to all of our shows. So
Yeah.
at the Gamers Realm show, we'll be set up somewhere
Yeah.
doing
a
a live pod
podcast.
before the show starts.
I so hope we can have a podcast in an empty ass mall.
oh, that's right. We're gonna be in a mall, so we could just find like a nice little bench.
Just like
We
right, right in
could.
the
I feel
middle
like
of
it'd
the
be
we
really
could have like a
weird.
little
should-
tip jar.
we should
like,
all be sitting with our Auntie Anne pretzels.
yeah, and I
that's a
know.
good- that would be amazing if we were just sitting somewhere in the mall. We just have a little people just like gather, like have like
Yeah.
a big audience doing the like. What are these guys doing?
Hi, how you doing, family? How you doing? My family hopped in.
Your
Oh,
entire
good.
Hi,
family?
family.
Yeah.
What's up,
Cousin
guys?
Kathy. How
Yeah,
you
what's
doing?
happening?
It's good to see you.
Yes.
But yeah, I was thinking because we talked about it earlier when we were in the mall. Y'all two weren't there, so like I guess we'll fill you in. That this man used to bring couches to locations, and I'm like, why? We should get a couch for guests because we will have guests at the
we
first
could call
live
them
pod.
the guys on the couch.
Yeah, we just turn
Couchy boys.
Yeah, we're just gonna be the couchy boys. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's the future for us, couchy boys all day.
Yeah, the thing that is one of the things I did want to bring up. I forgot about that was, excuse me, the thing we used to do back in the day, back when you would when you would go pre-order your games at GameStop and actually go pick up the physical copies.
Yeah, this
Which-
was when digital was for plebs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Still is.
So what we did was me and my buddy Mike. He joins in here all the time. We go by Mike and Quick Fix 92.
Yeah, Quick Fix is on Twitch right now. So
Oh,
if
he
you're
is?
watching
Okay.
this on
He's
Facebook, the
watching.
guy is popping up there.
All right, so me and Mike, he'll love this story. I hope he does hear it. I don't know, but we used to go to these places like the GameStop. They used to do the midnight release. They still do, but midnight releases, and it was Modern Warfare 2 was coming out. My first Modern Warfare experience was from Mike, who gave me his old copy of Modern Warfare, the first one.
What a
Yeah.
guy.
And I'm like, well, now I obviously got to get the second one. So we get together and we're like, what could we do at this midnight release to make it like be funny, or like, people be like, hey, what's up? So we get there at about maybe 4:00 in the afternoon, and we go and we talk to the people in there. We actually like, hey, you got like a manager or like someone we can talk to? And we said, we're gonna come for your midnight release, and we're gonna show up maybe in about an hour. And we want to bring. Is it okay if we bring a couch? And I don't know if they must have thought we were playing, or like they ain't gonna do, but they said, yeah, sure. I was like, we'll just set up and we won't bother nobody. We're just really excited and we're gonna make a thing out of it. And they're like, sure. I'm like, all right, cool. So me and Mike go back and we grab. I used to have a 2-seat love seat, leather, nice couch, comfy couch.
The Void.
That did turn into the Void in our old practice space.
Oh yeah.
That couch,
The
that couch has seen some shit.
Seen some things and some stuff. Wouldn't recommend it.
So we go back, and I had a F-150, so I threw it in the bed of my truck, and we drove back, and we went to this GameStop and put the couch right next to the front door. We were the first 2 people in line, and we sat on that couch. We had a setup, we had Mountain Dews, we had all kinds of stuff. We just sat there until the midnight release. Man,
Lots of
people were
love.
going
Yes,
in and
Mike.
out, like talking to us and laughing. And so I brought that up to Azam today, and I was talking to him about it, and he actually said that the manager actually remembered us.
So like I worked with GameStop for a long time. Big shouts to the humans who I don't think are gonna pop into the stream. Who I worked with at GameStop. Y'all the heroes. Y'all the real ones. It was a weird job, but I worked with a guy who was the manager, I believe, at the time when that happened, and it was before the release of one of them, and he was like, "Yeah, man." One guy was like, "Yeah, man, I've seen a bunch of wild stuff," and I was like, "Oh, word." And another dude went, "I ain't seen nothing as wild as 2 guys who showed up with a couch." And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And now I had only just kind of met him tangentially the year before through Max, and I had no idea till years later that was the guy who went, "You know what? I have no time for your standing. I'm gonna bring a whole couch."
Whole couch.
Whole couch.
There was one year we brought a freaking tent, didn't we?
Yes, we had a tent, and it was for
And the
Modern
same
Warfare
couch.
3. We brought the bigger couch. I remember we brought the 3-seater actual sofa.
You just bring the whole furniture selection, like from rooms to go.
Should bring your entire
I think
living
the I think the 3-seater actual big sofa we brought to. We did this a couple of times. This wasn't just for when we did midnight releases. We brought it to a couple of Black Fridays. I was with a bunch of my buddies, and they were actually going Black Friday shopping. I had no interest in it. I was just there to hang out and drink beer. So we come out, and we had the full-on sofa out there, and we had a big cooler full of beer. And the news actually, the reporters were just walking through the line, and they see us with a fucking couch, and they're like, "What are you guys doing?" And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I said, they're like, "What are you?" I'm like, "I'm not even buying anything tonight. I'm just here drinking beer and sitting on a couch, hanging out with my friends. My other friends are the ones that are actually going shopping." And yeah, they were just talking to us and enjoying it. It was great.
And these are just some well-dressed hobos.
Yeah.
That was
you guys doing?
Should be when you do.
to leave me and my other friend and went to the strip club up the road in Stewart. They say, "Here, hold on, we'll be right back."
Did the strip club have any Black Friday deals?
Oh my god.
They left us, and then they
Oh
came
my God.
back like
Wait.
2 hours later, and they're like, "Where?" Like, "Oh, we went to it was the paper. It used to be the
Paper Moon. Yeah.
They go, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not even buying anything, and you guys leave me to go to a strip club. Like, come on, bro."
That's the
Just
most
buy one,
odd
get one.
time to be like, you know what? I want to see titties.
Buy one stripper,
Black
get another.
Friday.
Another place we did do it at was what used to be Circuit City.
Yo,
Circuit
yo,
City. I forgot that.
yo.
This was awesome.
Circuit City was the real one. Circuit City was the real one for a minute there.
Also, do you remember what used to be where the Hobby Lobby is? Was Service Merchandise? Do you
No,
remember
that I don't
store?
remember.
That's old. That was back.
That's a blink of time, a long
Yeah,
time.
that's-
And also when I entered that Hobby Lobby, it feels like cursed land.
That whole plaza is it's rough. Besides the Buffalo
Wild Wings. Yeah, it's literally like new building.
Have you guys been
Precious.
to Rush though?
Been what?
Rush?
No, I haven't gone
It's
to any
pretty
of the
awesome.
trampoline places yet.
There used to be where that Buffalo Wild Wing was a dollar store.
Yeah.
I was there when they tore the. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, what is?
Wasn't there like a frame shop? Like
Yeah, there was a Frugal Framer there.
Yeah.
I think they might still be.
They're
there.
still there, I believe.
Yeah. And then they have the
Frames.
Spirit Halloween where Fran worked.
Yeah.
She still does, but I don't know if they're still in.
No,
that
they're normally in
location.
Tradition now because like Tradition has a bunch of empty spaces because we live in a crumbling economy.
I had a
That's-
weird sorry.
Good. I'm good.
I had an anxiety attack in a Spirit Halloween one time.
Tell us about it.
Oh my god,
I
that's
was
it's
in
so
there.
real.
I was in there, and I guess like all of the weird malformed faces and the scary noises and everything, and I was just in a bad headspace, and I was just like, huh, I really don't want to be in here anymore. And I got like really shallow breaths, and I had to leave. And I was like, this is the only one I ever had.
I went to the bank. This was probably a couple weeks ago, and I was trying to take out like a $2 billion. It was like $2 million loan because I told the teller guy that I wanted to start a World War II theme park, and the roller coaster was going to be called the Holocoaster. And I think he had a panic attack. It was pretty wild. Like he just looked at me, then he just like all dizzy and
I
flat.
would have called the police. I'm not
I would
gonna
have
lie.
thought you
I
were
would've-
seriously trying to rob the bank.
I would have been like, this is not something's wrong.
A special kid, special needs kids get in for free, but we have to call them altruistic.
Oh my god! We're gonna get banned from like so many
It's
things.
so bad, but it's so well written.
It's
Is
like-
it?
No, that was. I feel like a monster for laughing.
Oh God.
That was so wrong.
I can't. Anyway,
Oh my god. It was.
besides all that,
Oh my
I don't
god.
even know where the hell I'm going to start again.
Thank you
I
guys for
did-
tuning in.
I did have something I was mentioning. What were you talking about before all that?
Panic attacks.
Panic
Having
attacks.
another anxiety attack right now.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, well, that's
Spirit
whatever.
Halloween. All right,
Never play another
so
show again.
a while ago, like I was hanging out with Michelle a lot at the one in. Oh, good. Fran's watching.
Yeah,
Perfect
we're talking
timing.
about you.
We're talking about you and Spirit Halloween. All right, so I used to hang out there. Like after I'd get off work, I'd like go hang out with everybody at this thing. It was
Yeah.
like, and I would just like run rampant through the store. And like I actually was like there when they were breaking it down. Like, oh, can you like help us? I'm like, sure.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
And I went back there and I like brought one of the shelves down and like I had these same shoes on and I dropped the freaking shelf on my toe and like had the big like blood blister in it. And I'm like, ah, God, why did I do that?
Man,
Don't you love when you get a
you
blood
could have
blister?
totally sued.
It was so cool though, like being like behind the curtain. Like I'm just like behind like where they set up in the shell of an old store.
Door-
Just-
oh, yeah.
It's just like I'm just running around through the entire building. Like there's this big backstage area like where their shipping
Yeah.
came in, and I'm like, dude, this would be like an awesome place to just do like a secret show. Like just come in here after hours, because like everybody was like I was friends with. They were like the managers. I'm like, yo, just unlock the door, let us come in through the back, dude.
Secret shows are not a thing in this area at all.
I mean,
I
but,
feel like
but
that's a
there was the
major
show
city
in the
thing.
back of a Staples, though.
Yeah, that was.
Is that what
shouts
that
to-
was? That
As
was
a
the
faint
Staples?
remembrance, it was in the middle of a Staples, not the back. It was in the area where they sell the desks. I didn't go. I just saw the pictures.
Oh my
We
God.
were in Orlando, but like I saw a picture and went, "How?"
Is that gonna happen again?
I don't know. I next time I see the guys in faint remembrance, I'll ask because that was one of the greatest things I've ever heard about.
We're just gonna start a guerrilla marketing team where we go to big chain freaking distributors and
Why does it have
try
to
to
be a
play
guerrilla?
shows in them.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Eat
That would be great. You know what? We just go to like Big Lots. We know that you just set up in the old Toys R Us.
You know what gets
Let
you
us
some real
play here.
exposure? Metal show
You want to get you real exposure? Let us come here.
in the meat department.
Down
In the-
tempo, beat down,
They don't
death
sell
guard,
meat.
post jazz.
Where don't they sell meat?
They don't sell meat at Big Lots.
What do
I
they
mean,
sell then?
don't they?
No, they don't.
Are you
I don't-
sure?
I don't know
shop
what's-
There's a Big Lots in Fort Pierce. I shop there often.
Is
All right,
that
then,
still
then
there?
where would
I
you
think
put
we're
a
going
metal
to
show?
two different big lots.
I thought that was their whole thing.
No,
I thought they were
they
like.
sell.
They
in
sell a big lot of meats.
No, they sell odd like dry groceries, weird furniture.
Dried meat groceries.
That's what I'm saying. What if
No
they do
meat.
like freeze dried meat?
Other than I guess beef jerky, which I would not put into the meat section.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
more like
beef
Jell-O.
chip.
Are you saying it's a vegetable?
It's a beef chip.
Well, I mean, pizza's a vegetable, so
Yeah.
It was always hilarious. Like,
You're always hilarious.
my mom's worked at the college for a while, so she goes to that Big Lots
Yeah.
up there, and like every holiday, she'd come back, like, she'd come home from work with this, like, new decoration. And
Yeah.
she was so excited that
Yeah.
she's like, I found this at Big Lots for, like, $10.99.
Yeah.
She always told me the price
she
and that she
came
got
on
it at Big Lots.
Yeah.
And that it was this new, like, Halloween or Christmas
What if the
decoration.
decoration
apparently
was just
they-
a slab of meat?
So what I'm gathering is
My
Big Lots
God.
has nice holiday decorations for
If
the average
if you want to get
American
holiday
mom.
decorations, they do that very well. You want outdoor furniture, you can get that at a reasonable price. Beyond
Do
that,
they have
it's
grills?
just yes.
That's where we're gonna have the metal show then.
they do sell grills.
What the hell is up?
They
Big
will not
Lots?
let us play in there. First of all, I shop in Big Lots often.
Can't hurt to ask.
Big
huh?
Lots doesn't want to live that life. If we're playing anywhere, it's in Denny's.
I want to play
Denny's.
in a.
Denny's.
I want to play in a China buffet. Makita.
Yeah, Makita feels like they would allow that.
Yeah.
I saw a woman like gutting a fish.
I
in the
feel like
middle
we
of
could talk them into that somehow.
I feel like that's
We're
a
just gonna go in there
problem.
and be like, "Hey, look, guys, we're gonna come in here. We're gonna do a show, and you guys are just gonna." Oh,
gonna
okay,
allow it.
okay.
What if we just go and just start setting up?
Just set up in the middle of the buffet floor.
Something got lost in translation.
I swear to God, the only mosh call I'm giving is "Here comes a pizza ball" the whole time.
Pizza ball.
We're gonna only play opens. It's caveman slam all day,
Caveman slam. Just
all
like,
day, and just
whatever.
mosh calls left and right.
Oh my God.
Just yeah, we have songs with singing. None of those. Just you guys play opens. You hit the china, and I'm just gonna make pig squeals.
I want to see a circle pit around the buffet.
Or
Yeah.
like, just do like a freaking serpentine around the freaking rows of the buffet.
Yeah, just
With
Wall
fucking
of
crab
death
legs in their
around-
hands.
Around the dessert section.
I want to see
everybody
somebody.
go to the dessert section and throw Jello.
I want to see somebody get kicked in the face into the hibachi. Kill everyone.
Oh my God! Crush, kill, destroy.
That would slap actually. Just get like the head. Just
So we're doing the one at the mall, and then now we need to force our way into Makita China buffet.
yeah.
Just to
Makita
correct,
China
it's,
buffet.
it's Mikata.
It's Makata.
It's
I
Mikata.
think
Wow.
I think it's pronounced Chiquita.
You know what? I've learned
You wanna-
tonight.
I think it's pronounced
Past
tortilla.
11 o'clock, we are not woke. We are idiots. We just say whatever we
Stupid.
think.
Pretty much.
We needed to have a podcast where we finally capture that, because a lot of our outside talking about stuff is way different than how we do it here, and the whole reason we wanted to do this is the way we bring stuff up sometimes. But like,
It's funny. I don't
we gotta
know.
just
Like,
let
life
it
is-
ride.
Life is hard. I'd rather laugh at hard things. Than
I think the like
Probably
I think like
hard
the
thing to
actual
laugh
like
at.
professional I think like the actual professional integrity of this podcast just like took a shit when we had the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Like, all right, everything's out the window. Just
I
do
don't care
something.
anymore.
We're just sitting there staring at our phones like,
Lee just teleported into the podcast.
Well, like
Ta-da.
I'm actually like wired tonight because I just got back from Tarantino's new movie.
Oh,
Was
how
it good?
that?
Was it good?
It was excellent.
Good.
Fuck.
Does
so just-
Mufasa die in the beginning?
Mufasa totally dies. in
What
the
the
beginning.
fuck? Oh,
Spoilers.
great.
Spoilers.
Spoiled it for everybody.
I got to see that still. I want to see Hobbs and Shaw, which my father texted me. I have
Yes.
not texted him back. His exact text to me was, "It was a great film." And I just
end.
went, my dad loves action movies. If my dad texted me, "It was a great film," my dad at one point went, "Hell yeah!" Like that's 100% what happened. A hell yeah happened. And I just remember when I saw the first trailer, I'm like, so the script was just let Jason Statham and The Rock just say one-liners at each other and stuff explodes.
When can we go see that?
When we didn't see Midsommar with him, so now we got to find another horror movie to see with him. Did we decide on it?
I'm seeing it if I have to go by myself.
Oh, I'm seeing
I'll
it.
go
No-
with you.
Yeah, all right,
Right
you're
now.
coming because I know you said you had movie gift cards,
I guess
and we
I'll
need
go.
to start ruining.
I don't know what it is, but I'll go see it.
You've not seen it?
You had to have gone with it.
It was another
with us.
You saw it with us.
Yes, I'm kidding. Jesus.
Stop-
Guys.
my brain hurts.
catch on, man.
What? It's
My
the
brain hurts.
easiest joke.
It's 11:38 at night. We shoot this after we have long days.
Did you see the first part?
Of it?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen any of them.
Oh, dude, I actually think
Yeah,
you would like it. The
it was
first part of
excellent.
it. It
Like
does-
any of them, like not even.
That's fine. I think you should see the remake. I think you'd actually dig it.
All right. Oh, real quick. Speaking of your pops,
What about my pops?
I added him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Man, that opened me up to a whole new world.
Yeah, he's a wild guy. He's a wild guy.
I
Welcome
love,
my dad.
I love your pops, but I'm just
He's a
like,
wild guy. I
I'm
love
just
my
like,
father.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Wait, and you'll occasionally see posts from my uncle Ahmed as well. Ahmed. He's another wild guy. I love my uncle.
He
He's
sent
just
me like your dad. He sent me like something in my like direct messages, and I'm just like,
Yeah, he does that. That's my dad.
I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you
Once he
actually
lives up
remember
here-
who I am.
Oh yeah. Once he lives up
'Cause
here,
I
you're
don't
gonna
see
get
him much.
You're gonna see so much of him once he and my stepmom live up
I
here.
liked being around him when he was around. You know,
He's oh my God. He's so much fun.
What? Just in case someday I do befriend him on Facebook, would he be fly with?
Oh yeah. Oh, he'd love you. Oh my God. He'd love you.
You'll love what he.
Oh my
posts.
yes. Yes.
Because you guys are like that.
You're like one and the same.
You are his dad.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
we're
he'll
going-
like call me when I'll make a post on Facebook like, yeah, it's good to see you out here fighting a good fight. I'm like, oh man, if only you knew my friend Chris Lee.
Call him Daddy Lee from now on.
Oh, you know what?
I
Soon.
don't want to be Daddy Lee.
Oh,
yet.
soon you're gonna be zaddy,
I'm not
dog.
talking about
you're
no,
gonna be
you know,
that
you ain't
zaddy.
be talking about no damn kids, bro.
No, I ain't gonna be. You're gonna be zaddy.
I'm gonna have.
I feel like it's gonna happen to me.
That you're gonna end up with a random child.
Yeah, because like y'all are getting all ready and making steps, and then
at
it's
you,
gonna be like
Fran.
boom.
Guys, I found this kid. What do I do with
Yeah,
it?
That's your problem now,
I have
Lee.
jokingly said to people, I'm like, I have two friends who are they're just gonna end up like married in a flash, and I'm like, didn't we just meet her? They're already moved in together. She bought a house.
What?
What?
If the kid has a beard just like yours? And
That'd be
everything?
awesome.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If my kid can't grow a professional beard, because you know,
Just abort them.
no,
No, you take them back to the baby factory. And
you
you
take
say
it back
this-
to the baby factory and tell the stork you
They
fucked
have it
up.
so like you can like drill holes now, right? So that they can grow
Yeah.
facial hair.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh.
never too late for an
No,
abortion.
you just put on Rogaine. Rogaine will
I'm
grow
sorry,
hair
but
anywhere.
if my kid gets most of my genes, he will not have trouble with hair unless it's on top of his head. Because apparently I'm getting a freaking
Why-
category 3 bald spot. Dude.
I'm
What
sorry,
sucks?
bro.
What do you shed a lot? On your pants?
I don't even know where this
Please
is going.
stop. Please stop.
Well, he's gonna have his jeans. Like his
I wish
pants
I could
from-
take that from you because I hate having hair. Like I legitimately
Well, see,
hate
the-
having hair.
Yeah, you like that one?
That broke fit. I hate
So-
having hair so
Oh,
much.
Pants.
But I got like the good part because like you know a lot of like Italians like you know we're hairy, some of them, you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Like,
Says who?
says everybody
Says the
who
guy
is
with all the
Italian.
hair.
So like the one thing I'm glad I'm not cursed with is a hairy back.
I feel you.
I got just like the little patch on my neck, a little patch on my lower back, and that's
Okay.
it.
There's always that guy at the water park that looks like he's wearing a sweater.
Oh my
There's
god.
the guy that was eating chicken wings in the freaking pool. That we went.
Yo, when I saw that guy, I was like, "You're making sure." You know what? The best part about just gonna go back to because we spent a week in Orlando. That British family who coated themselves
Oh my
in
God.
sunscreen.
Oh, I watched them. They just turned whiter than they already were.
Like a
Look, they
vat
were
of
coated in.
sunscreen?
Yeah, they were like in a vat of butter.
Jesus.
They had to go and get more sunscreen because they were
Grease
running
them up
out.
with Crisco.
It's
and
overcast
freaking flip
over there
me when
all
I'm
the time.
ready.
They weren't used to that Florida sun.
No.
Dude,
That's
they were-
the. Go ahead.
They weren't used to the heat. I
Yeah.
got there early to work out, and Race was outside, and I heard a family inside when I was coming out, and they're like, "We can't, like, I can't do a British accent," but they were like, "We how do they live like this?" And I almost
How
would
the
be like,
fuck do they live like this?
"Yeah, pretty much." And I almost want to be like, "Because we're the strongest beings on the planet."
I'm telling you.
you cannot stop. That's why we
Also
have
came to
Florida, man.
Florida in July.
That's
Yeah.
the one interesting thing I love when I go to Orlando is watching like all the people who are from out of state or out of the country just like freaking
They
falling
crumble.
out. And meanwhile, we're all here. When we went the last day, I was in black. I'm
Yeah.
wearing black. I'm
I have
wearing
zero
jeans.
fears.
I'm just like wearing everything you shouldn't be
I
wearing.
saw
in this
people
country.
look at you like, "How?"
Yeah.
And-
And go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No,
Yes,
I'm going.
you.
Said.
Well, my philosophy is like if I'm going to be uncomfortable in the sun, I'm going to be uncomfortable on purpose.
Yeah, it's my,
Thing is,
it's my
though, with
choice.
Florida, it's like the people who when we live here, so it's like you may as well just dress how you want because you're gonna sweat no matter what. You're always
Yeah.
gonna be glazed like a donut. So it's like just wear what you want and you're gonna sweat.
I find like when I will go out on a long sleeve because I'm just comfortable in it, and also like the inside of buildings are cold.
Yeah.
Like AC is set to like ice box everywhere.
No.
Like you're in there for longer than 20 minutes, your nipples get hard.
Yeah.
It gets cold real
Now,
fast.
that's what I noticed, and like of course brought it up the fact that there's a reason behind it. But when we were in Old Town, there was no escaping the heat in those little shops. Like it was muggy. There was a little bit of cool in the air, but
Yeah.
Disney, I can't stand Disney. But goddamn, when I go into their buildings, it's Frosty.
Perfect.
Frosty.
Perfect. Remember when we before we went? I think we got middle of band practice years ago, and we went into the beer cave, and you could see the steam coming off of us.
Yeah.
Like that's how it felt when we entered the place for brunch. I was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I have felt the heat release. The spirits are gone.
This is good.
Steamy.
This is it was
Steamy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a sexual being.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, no, it's one thing I really appreciate about Disney is they don't give a fuck. They
Florida,
just-
it may be hot as hell, but damn, do we have our AC down pat?
Yeah,
it's like the remnants of the Disney air conditioning that escapes, accumulates in the atmosphere, and then that's what we get for winter.
oh yeah, that would make perfect sense scientifically.
Yeah.
Perfect sense.
I believe it.
I don't know how people did it. My grandfather lived down here in the 60s before they had air conditioning.
Oh, again, that's why I believe Florida crackers are the hardest beings in human history.
Yeah.
If you are watching this and are not from Florida, Floridians who are born and raised in Florida have generational people who've lived here. They're called Florida crackers. The rest of us are transplants who decided, hey, we don't want to live where it snows anymore, so they just
So you
moved here.
come to the hottest part of the United States.
And it's not even the hottest part of the United. It's one of the hottest parts of the planet.
Yeah.
Short of moving to Brazil, it's just wild hot. And also, our planet is crumbling because humans don't care.
Yep.
So it's
I was gonna say
wild.
maybe back in the 60s,
It was tolerable.
maybe it was
I
a
doubt
little
it.
bit. Dude, no, there was. I remember clearly in my mind when I was a kid growing up here.
In the 60s.
We had no. It was in early 90s. Early 90s, it was not this bad. There was no.
Oh,
There was
yeah.
no 110 feels like bullshit. The highest it got was all right. You're in the middle of August and it's in the
95.
low 90s.
Yeah.
And in the wintertime and the fall, there was a time where I remember trick or treating and not sweating my ass off in my
Oh, yeah.
costume because we used to get cold weather starting in October.
Oh,
Cool weather, and then the winters, frost all the time.
we got a transplant at my job who moved here from Virginia, and she's like, "Does it ever get cold?" I'm like, "For 2 weeks in January."
It gets tolerable.
Yeah, tolerable. But to Floridians, it goes past 70. I'm like, I need a sweater and 3 jackets.
It is getting, and like Racist said, it's getting hotter every year. It is.
Yeah, I
it
was
is getting
gonna bring
noticeably
up
hotter.
something her dad brought up. He's like, he grew up he's from Cuba. She's a wonderful, her family's Cuban, and he was like, yeah, I used to wear a sweater around my birthday.
Yeah.
And he's born in September, and I'm thinking that's facts. That's closer to the equator than we are.
It did used to feel like fall in Thanksgiving, Halloween. You felt fall.
And now
in
it's like,
Florida,
I
and
can
now
still
it's
wear it.
I mean,
now
I
it's
used to
just
have
screw you.
hoodies. I don't think I have any hoodies anymore at this point.
Yeah.
I just don't use jackets.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry too, and it's God, what the hell was I gonna say? It slipped my mind.
Trip pants.
Rain. Yes,
Again.
strip pants. The rain too.
Jeans.
We're going weeks without rain.
Oh, yeah.
These last couple
Oh.
days we've been lucky, but dude,
Global warming's real.
It's really bad. I don't know what you guys think, but
It's bad. Oh, it's bad. It's 100%.
my mom
bad.
used to tell me, and it was true. Every time around 3:00,
rains.
thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Done. And then now it's dry for weeks on end, and of course me working outside.
Yeah,
You
it
just
does.
don't get you used to get that break at maybe 1 or 2 o'clock. It would get kind of cloudy, and then the storms roll in, and you get an hour break from the heat. Now it just sprinkles for 2 seconds, and you got just freaking
Oh, yeah.
humidity.
It's
Yeah, I feel like years go by in between times I hear thunder.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's facts.
When back in the day when we were kids, it was it was daily.
And it used to
Like
be too
every
you
frickin-
would have an entire day, an
Of rain,
entire
yeah.
day of just nice overcast and rain.
Technically,
showers.
today was that day, but that's just because they have a broken tropical depression off the coast.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
Still
because.
Yeah,
freaking hot out.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was still gooey.
Yeah.
Not even hot.
It was
Gooey.
It was
Yeah.
like when you sneeze into your hand, then you just slap yourself. or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yes, that is. It's like being inside someone's mouth.
a hot mouth. And that's one of the things too is my mom tells me every day she thinks of me every day
Oh, I think of you all the time. Oh my
praying
god.
to God I make it home from work every day because I'm out there 8 hours a day,
I can't.
no break, hardly any breaks.
It was odd even because I was in Jacksonville this week and walking in Jacksonville, the heat difference being 200 miles from here was significantly different.
Yeah.
I forget that you can drive an hour south and it'd be 10 degrees hotter in the state. I walked from our hotel to the conference and I was like, this is a wonderful little jaunt. And my coworkers were like, we're taking the thing because it's hot. I'm like, it's it's not. It's actually pretty tolerable here.
That was the thing I noticed. Like when you go like down to Miami, like we had a cold front up near us, but like it's like in the 60s, 50s. There, it's like still in like the 70s, maybe the 80s.
Yeah,
It still doesn't get hot down there.
Like it literally is the farther south you go, the closer you to the equator.
But yeah, that was the one thing I always noticed. Like when I test, like it's crazy. It's never something that is never in the back of my mind to always worry about, like heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Like I don't take the stuff lightly, but it's like, I mean, I've survived this long with it, and I showed y'all at fucking what's it called, Warped Tour.
Yeah.
I stood in that one spot.
You did
the
not
entire
move
day.
at all.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
had
like,
no. You were like, I don't know how these guys are surviving that.
Yeah.
Dude, I did that. I realized one year when I was in high school that you don't have to pee if you just keep sweating.
Yeah.
I went a whole day without having to pee because all I did was sweat out urine. It's like I feel like there's gonna be. Well, you can't say there'll be a generation of kids who don't experience that because there are still like Okeechobee Music Festival's coming back this year, and there'll be a generation of odd little hippies
that's
sweating their
nice.
brains out.
That's
It's
a nice
almost
ways
stop
away.
peeing on everything.
Yeah.
That's a nice ways away from any like significant water source.
A what? Okeechobee?
Yeah.
Odd. It's a weird festival. It's just a weird experience going there. Like, there's a part of me that's like, I like want to take one of you with me if I'm still
No.
able to. Oh no,
What if they have a watering hole in the middle?
Okay, so like just to give you like the layout, it's a ranch.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just like
gonna have
someone's ranch.
they're gonna have a mud pit that we can.
There's no
roll
mud
around
pit.
in.
No, there's no
Oh.
mud pit. All right, so like don't think like the concerts we've been to, because it's not that. It's odd. It's I want to say there was a tweet from a guy from Cane Hill who's like, I have no idea what it's like to go to what do people do at concerts when no one gets hurt? Like how do you know things are going well if people aren't trying to kill each other? And I like oddly have this feeling, and I think it's why I still like playing in metal bands. So I have no idea what do you do when music happens and no one goes like, all right, go kill each other. Like what do you do? So don't buy the $12 paninis again. Yes, Mike, never again. When you get
$13
there,
are up.
there are three entrances. One of them is so you can park your car at camp, and the other two are like day parking. When you get out, you have to walk through this ranch that is just filled with tents and white people in clothes they should not be in at all. Like even though we've said highly offensive things on the podcast by decree, they're not like offensive like on a deep and intrinsic level. It's just like, that's a bad taste. This is like, why are you wearing a Native American headdress with your blonde hair, blue eyes, and your name that is Kendall? Like, why? And you get through and you get to this like clearing.
It's like something white people with dreads would do.
Yes, that is it's Wook City, to quote my hippie friends.
Good God.
It's insanity. And you get to the area where we're supposed to set up, if you're like me, and I'm never going to disclose what my job is on this podcast. You will have to figure it out. Don't.
No, I'm just
That was the most precious don't I've ever done. And you just see a bunch of like odd like vendors, and like it's like get your spirit blanket or like leggings for dudes.
And your weird crystals.
Tons of crystals, my guy. Or like Festy Bestie, which is like clothes for festivals. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Festy Besties.
I do need a new spirit blanket.
got
I
Hawaiian
feel like you were
shirts.
the guy who would need a spirit blanket.
Yeah.
I do feel like there's another universe where Lee is a dude who goes to festivals like that, who's just like high on mescaline and telling people about the other universe that he's from, and he's like, that Lee is super stressed out, but he's writing the greatest science fiction novel ever.
My
he
body-
just doesn't know it yet.
My body is hot, but my spirit is cold.
Yeah, shit like that.
I need a spirit blanket.
But like, there's a separate area with music, and you have to pass through it with like a key card. Pretty much, it's like a wristband. And when you get through there, there's these bins. And these bins are the thing I'm most obsessed with. I think I talked about them on the podcast before. I will talk about them forever, called amnesty bins. And an amnesty bin is a bin that you throw your drugs in because it's like your free pass. If you're like, yo, I got a whole bunch of weed, and you've gotten past the detective people, there are cops in there, and they will arrest you. And it's Okeechobee. So they've been looking forward to this all year.
I don't want to go to an Okeechobee jail.
Yeah, I don't like. I love the people out in Chobe, but no.
What if the hog tie you and throwing?
Yeah, pretty much. That's that. Like an Okeechobee PD guy told me, he's like, I look forward to this every year. I just get to beat up hippies. And like, I didn't even think that was offensive. I was like, that makes sense. You're a good old boy from Chobe. Like, I get it. And It's been. It's just filled with drugs. And I looked at it the first time I went there with Race, and I was just like, that's thousands of dollars of narcotics and marijuana and paraphernalia. I was just sitting there, and the only thing that is keeping it from being chased away with is a pair of bolt cutters and your ability to sprint. That's it.
So like these people will come to a festival with drugs and then just throw them.
Oh, well,
back.
that's if they make it there. So, like, the drive-in day, Highway Patrol, St. Lucie County, and Okeechobee County are chilling.
They do
Any van or thing that looks remotely suspect, they're pulling over. Just ready.
They do the same thing for when everybody goes out to the Plant Bamboo events.
Yeah.
You have to take Martin Grade all the way out. It's 2-lane road. They
just
catch
pull
you
people
before you even go.
Yeah, they just pull people over.
Because when you get in there, it's a free for all.
Yeah, so
It's
their
private
goal
property. They don't
yeah,
do
their goal to
anything.
get you before you get in.
Yeah.
And to their credit, they catch tons of people. Like this coming year,
That
Just-
made
just
the
like-
news
yeah.
more than the festival itself. Is how much
drugs,
they
and
seized.
it's not like they seize. It's mostly marijuana. They seize a bunch of cocaine too, and like party drugs like ecstasy and shit. But they get real hype about it, and like drive out there, and I'm going to go do work. I'm just like, oh, that sucks for that group of kids who probably flew here. And there are like people who fly from across the country to go to this, across the planet. Like there are people there from Sweden and Israel, and I'm like, why did you fly to Okeechobee, Florida, of all places?
It's the Holy Land.
I'm like, and it's not even in Okeechobee proper. It's like,
Is it like north of it?
it's not north. So when you take the 10 out, you eventually hit a point after just seeing cows and nothingness where there's a gas station, a restaurant, and road. And you make a right at road. And then you take a right and it makes another hard right, and then you're there.
Is that the same road where it goes to that hotel? It's like a hotel restaurant, or that's a different.
I think
road?
that's the crossroads.
Okay.
You're imagining the Desert Inn off Yeehaw right now.
Yes.
It's similar to that, except that has more things.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
literally gas station, restaurant, nothingness.
Oh my god.
And you make the right, and then you pass a like quarry, and more nothingness, and you make a hard left, and then you finally see ranches. And you're like, okay, people live here. And then it's like, sign here, Okeechobee Music Festival. And you hear like a DJ's beat in the background, just like,
And
yeah.
And fun note for anyone that's not from Florida that might be watching, the halfway point to Orlando from PSL is called Yeehaw Junction.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeehaw.
And it has the Desert Inn, which like a band came through and
And-
played here called Rig Time, and they took a picture there. And I was like, that's the most Florida thing you can do,
Yeah.
is go to the Desert Inn, not in the desert.
Also, there used to be the Stuckies out that right when you get
Oh
off
my God.
the BP. So that was like a big thing with. You ever listen to Love Doctors on Real Radio?
Yeah, you,
Right.
you mentioned them to me, and
Yeah,
I checked them out.
they had this bit with that place. They would have their like callers and stuff call them like from that place and
From
talk about
Stuckies?
their bathroom.
Oh, that
It's like
yeah,
there
that
was
makes
a
sense.
bathroom there that like they would just call for updates on.
We need to know if the glory hole got wetter.
It was like amazing. I always wanted to go in there, but then I was like, no,
No,
I'd
don't
rather
do it.
not- Rather not die.
It's the one thing I think about is just the ride out to Okeechobee and just how odd it is, and that people are excited to go to. I'm excited it's going to come back because it helps the economy and stuff and all these adult things. But I'm also excited at the prospect of again seeing like people in odd outfits, like dudes in leggings.
Are there any juggalos?
No, it's not a Juggalo festival to my knowledge. It's hippies. It's modern day hippies.
Straight
What's
up
the
hippies.
difference?
So here's the difference.
Don't even start.
No, I want to paint this picture for you.
West Coast.
So like, I've developed an innate respect for juggalos,
What?
because they acknowledge that
take that
they're
back.
kind of insane. They kind of acknowledge that they're a little wild. Like they're like, we're trying to get away from government visual. Like they say stuff, and I'm like, oh, you know, you're crazy.
I mean, they are huge fans of the
Insane about posse. Like, but it's on brand for them. But like when you meet a modern day hippie and they're like, I'm so excited to listen to Bass Nectar, and I'm like, that's not what like the Grateful Dead died for. The Grateful Dead did not die for you to be excited. Yeah, dudes in leggings and ladies with full nips out is what Mike said. That's what he experienced with me.
Sounds like Mike.
Literally, there was a woman who walked up in just pasties and like
Hey man, it's hot.
like just leggings. Which that was my first thought. And like you get so acclimated to that when somebody shows up in clothes, you're like, what's wrong with you? Like
Yeah.
a guy walked over to me and Mike in a full suit at like 6 o'clock with no shoes on, and I was so worried.
What are you
Deeply
smoking?
scared. Yes.
What do you mean there's a festival going on right now?
Yeah, that was kind of. He was like, how does your spirit feel? I'm like, bro, why are you wearing a suit, my
Spirit
guy?
feels real violated.
Oh my
Where'd my
god.
feet go?
Is Bass Nectar a group?
Yeah.
It's a DJ.
Oh, it's a DJ. Oh wait, I feel like I've heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bass Nectar's a DJ. Like,
Any good?
I mean, do you like EDM?
Oh no.
Then you're probably not gonna like
No.
Bass Nectar.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Like, there's EDM I think you would like. I don't think Bass
Yeah,
Nectar's on the spectrum
I
of
think
that.
It's a Tool cover band.
I had a phase with that, like freaking
Oh, yeah, we-
stuff. But everybody's had that phase. I feel
I love electronic music. I fundamentally wish I played it. Like, I wish I knew how to produce it better. Because, like, I'm envious of those dudes who, like, produce a beat. They can just pretty much remix it on the fly if they're good at what they do. If not, it's kind of just hit play and go. And then people freak the fuck out.
I know. I
mean,
can't get behind it.
Even like the synth wave, like outrun style is like making a subtle rise.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
You've seen it in like commercials and stuff now and everything.
Hey, everyone's 80s obsessed. Like, turn your Juno up to Juno 80 up to 10 and play some arpeggiated synths.
Yeah, like the Taco Bell commercials with this horrible
yeah.
80s caricatures.
You think about it, like, we play in a full-on band. Like, the opportunities we get are few and far between. And if you piss somebody off, those opportunities get significantly smaller. If you are a DJ, you show up with your laptop, plug it into the deck that's already there, and go. Like,
Ta-da.
that's the move.
Remember when like we all listened to dubstep for like 2 months straight and
Oh,
then
hell
it
yeah.
stopped?
Hell yeah. That's what I was about to say. Like, we all did
That's
it.
what- yeah, we all
Skrillex
had a
was
thing.
that
Yeah,
flame,
yeah.
bruh. Scary Sprites, Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites was that drop.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember that one map in Call of Duty that had Skrillex in it?
yes.
Can't.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was Black Ops 2. Mm-hmm. I feel like there was like a nightclub section. It just had a Skrillex song playing.
Oh, I didn't know.
It was so hard to not escape that. I mean, it permanently changed music because now it's not choruses, it's drops.
Yeah.
drops.
Yeah. I feel like we're just going to keep rambling about this.
Oh.
Like, eventually shut ourselves off.
Yep.
Let me check how long we've been on.
We've been on for about an hour.
Do we still have
It's been
viewers?
on 30 minutes. We
One
do.
question.
We have 4 viewers. That's
Wow.
through mine.
Hello, Night Owls.
0 on
Oh.
Periscope.
Welcome
0
to
on
the
Twitch.
podcast.
We love you.
0 on D Live.
Already in progress.
1 who's still watching on the Tyrannophobia Facebook page.
Okay. Maybe it's working.
Maybe it's working for you. And 0 on YouTube because it's that time of the night. But it could be Casey. I have no
What
idea.
about YouTube?
YouTube has 0, but
course.
we had one earlier. And again, it's
Nice.
like midnight,
So
so
if you're on YouTube at this late, you've been sucked into the YouTube rabbit
You
hole.
went
We're in
down
the
a
void.
fucking
And,
hole.
and you're watching like weird videos that you're like, man, should I even be watching this?
Oh man.
Should we do our bits since we got a little bit of time?
Yeah, we got
didn't do 'em
time.
last week.
What bit do we
Max?
want to do?
Oh,
Our celebrity minute with Max.
yeah, our celebrity magic trick with our guest, which is totally planned.
Who's the guest?
Bono.
Close.
Dang.
It's not Bono.
It's Gary Sinise.
The lead actor from CSI New York.
You damn right.
He was jealous that his coworker came on the show.
Who was
I
the other
guess.
More
coworker?
like bitch.
Mariska
that lady?
Hargitay?
Yeah.
That's completely different franchise.
What
yeah,
was
even I totally I
Listen,
didn't know that at all.
There's too many goddamn police procedurals.
You hear that, Gary
They're all
Sinise? Get
the
the fuck off TV.
So, what is he doing for us today?
Well, he's gonna show us his magic trick.
This is a magic
which
trick.
is
He's doing good so far.
Turns out, as we
Hey, John.
we discovered before, is
More family.
all the celebrities know invisibility.
he's doing a great job. We didn't get to.
And-
We didn't
Oh
pay
wait,
for any.
wait!
work.
Here comes the best part. Yeah!
Oh, that guy.
That's not from that one.
Close enough.
All right, so
That's
we
CSI Miami,
actually
bro.
paid him. We actually paid him to speak today.
We paid him to play part of a Who song that is the theme to CSI. To just yell, yeah, which is not even the bit from his. It's
Yeah.
the David Caruso bit when he would go like, the guy would be eaten by an alligator.
With the sunglasses.
Yes,
If it's a
the guy
CS
get eaten by an alligator, he'd be like, guess he got chewed up.
Oh
Sunglasses
my
on
god!
guy.
Please.
If you played in a CSI show and it didn't start with yeah, did you ever really play on
No,
TV?
you did nothing.
I never
You were-
watched any of those, like ever.
The wrong type of hero. Oh my God! First Twitch here tonight. We're literally about to close off. Wrong type
Oh,
of hero.
come on. Seriously?
I'm so sorry. We're almost done.
I hate that, like, when they come into last, I want to, like, keep going to, like, please.
Let's look.
Hey,
All right, we have more bits. We have more bits.
we have a couple of bits
Stick it out a
right
little bit with us.
Send them
I'm
our
so
address.
sorry.
Send them our
Anyways,
address so they can meet us.
big,
What,
big
did he
applause
comment?
for Gary
Did they
Sinise.
comment?
Yeah, he said rip. He's like, hello, first Twitch for your question mark. And I was like, oh my God, we're about to end soon. And he's like, rip. I'm like, no, please stay. Please.
Don't worry. We do this every week. Give
with
us a
us.
follow. And you'll
We're
be
so
good.
lonely.
All right. So the next bit, we'll keep going for a little bit. The next bit would be Would You Rather with Lee.
Okay, so this week, would you guys rather have arms as long as your legs or a neck as long as your legs?
I could reach so many things
So wait,
with my
so
neck.
your neck is as long as your legs?
I hate this already.
Your arms are as long as your legs or your neck is as long
Here's
as
the
your
difference.
legs?
Okay, picture this. You're at a store, right? But you can't reach that thing that's at the top shelf.
Okay.
Do your
But
arm,
but
go
if your arms are as long as your legs, they're marginally longer. You still can't reach it. But if your
Right.
neck is as long as your legs, you can still go.
do you have feet on your on your arms? Like, do you have to wear
Everything's the
shoes?
same except your arms are as long
Can
as
I
your
put
legs.
shoes on my hands?
So
I mean, you could, but
Go for it.
I'm
You're a dog
imagining,
man.
they'd still just be hands.
I'm imagining, like, instead of grabbing it with your mouth, like, you just, like, fucking noodle your neck and just, like, slap the item off the top of the shelf.
What if we're all like giraffes and we just beat each other with our necks?
Yeah,
Would they make shelves in grocery stores taller? You're like walking down the
Oh,
aisle.
God, people are taller. We have to make the shelves higher.
Okay.
You're like you're walking down the aisle and you just see like a bunch of giraffe necked people just like.
See, here's the
Imagine
thing,
trying to
though.
get
Why does
airplane.
everyone have long necks now? That
Here's the
wasn't
thing.
part
That
of
was
the
horrifying.
Chicks dig guys with long necks.
I feel like there
That's
is
how the-
not
I
a
thought that
woman
was the
who'd be
other way
about
around.
that. Okay.
Can't
I want.
69 then.
What guys
It's on-
like
Yeah, you
chicks with
can't.
long
You're-
necks?
Yes, you can. You have.
What's my
a
choice? Obviously, it's to have a long neck.
You're like,
Because, like, I like mangoes. We live in Florida, and there's the harvest is bountiful right now in Fort Pierce. But before we sign off, Wrong Type of Hero on Twitch has a Would You Rather for us.
Oh, that's
And
great.
I'm
I
not
love
gonna
that.
miss out on this opportunity.
right.
So
love
his
you.
is: Would you rather be stuck in a horror video game or a horror movie?
horror video game.
That's a great question too, and that's why I was like, got you.
Now we got 16, so I'm assuming he followed.
Horror video
Thank you
game.
for
I'm just
that.
gonna keep
Thank you for the
like-
follow, my guy.
All right,
No,
so would you rather be stuck in the horror video
Video
game
or the horror movie. All right, so Randy, who's in our
Well,
studio
here's-
audience.
The video games, the odds are stacked against you. In the movies,
No.
people are just being stupid. If you're smart, you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
No, because in the movie, your actions are scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
In the video game, you're not scripted.
I think horror video game, and I'll just keep restarting the level and watching the cutscene, then restarting and watching the
I got seen.
cutscene.
And there's a
That's
chance
like
you could-
Groundhog Day from hell.
But do you only have like one life in the video game? Or
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay,
You're
hold up.
stuck in
So
there
wait,
until you die.
Wrong Type of Hero said, I'd say movie, you could spot the cliches. To ask our studio audience's question,
good.
Randy, he's like, do you, what was it again? Do you
You have
have,
one life.
video game, is it one life only?
okay, is it like 1999 mode, you have one life? Or is it like you can continually respawn as you get murdered by whatever creature it is? I'm hoping.
Can we exploit glitches in the game?
You immediately
too
looking for
far into
fractals.
it.
I hate
Yes.
you so much.
We're going too far into it.
Like, real talk though, if it's like I watch lots of horror movies, I know for a fact if I have a choice between living through like the fucking Babadook or living through Resident Evil, was it 5 was the last one that came out?
Yes. 7.
7, Resident Evil 7. I would 100% choose the Babadook over living through that nightmare escape, even though I got a gun in one. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, what movie?
Like,
oh yeah, well yeah, I think you get to pick your own because like,
Oh, well, that changes
yeah.
everything. The Human Centipede.
My whole thing is
That's the one you are
oh,
stuck in.
he said we get one life. If you die in the horror, you don't survive.
Good, that's
So,
how I want it.
Jesus, this is great.
so here's
Dude, you're 100%
I like
my
this
new
guy.
favorite
I really
person.
do. I like this guy.
Um,
or girl. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who this person is, but humans.
I think I'd have to pick
ambiguous gender.
Yeah.
the
Either way, I'm gonna abort myself.
the video game. I feel like I'd have to pick the video game because like Max said, the movie is scripted, so you're kind of sitting on like a 50-50.
True.
What
If you can splot the cliches.
well,
It's a-
that's
it's a
the
tough
whole
one.
But then
difference
again, I'm
between
an
the-
idiot.
The
So
movie and the game is you have agency in the game.
Because I feel like
Wasn't it, if you're living, you live in the video game or you live in
Oh, would you rather be stuck in a horror video game
But
or
then
a horror
they're
movie?
but then they're essentially the same thing. The difference has to be whether you have agency or whether you're in a script.
I'm gonna have to
So-
go with the video game on my end because I feel like me in a horror movie, I'm like the brute that
you're
makes
the
it
jock, bro.
halfway and then dies.
You're the jock, bro. You're the first kill.
No, he's
That's what-
not.
that's
I'm
what
the
I'm
first kill.
No,
Oh,
well,
Black
yeah.
guy always dies first. Facts.
Well, yeah, all right. So yeah, he's gonna die first, and then I pretty much have to die second
So
because
it's gonna be me, then like white girl of indiscriminate origin with blonde hair, then you.
Kind of girl.
Hey,
I
he's
just,
gonna think of a horror movie like Cabin in the Woods. Yeah,
Yeah.
you and I are
Yeah,
dead.
Would
Yeah.
you rather be stuck in Cabin in the Woods or Jumanji?
I don't
Either
know
is gonna
Cabin in the
suck.
Woods.
Yeah, have you seen Cabin in the Woods?
No.
Oh, dude, I think you'd love Cabin in the Woods.
I
I
love
probably
that
would,
one.
but what is it like compared to Jumanji?
It's
I know it's not the same, but
and cheerleader always dies first. Oh, those are
Nothing
great
at all.
movie recommendations.
what?
Hey, he just said, and cheerleader always dies first, which is
Oh,
another
God.
great like kind of meta.
Aw,
Cabin in the Woods
man.
is like a meta horror movie.
I call
Like,
it-
I wanted to wear the cheerleader
can't-
outfit.
I
though.
call dibs on the cheerleader.
You can't
Aw.
talk about Kevin.
Well,
in the
you
Woods
can't
without
have
giving
either
it
Yeah.
away.
because I bought the DLC and pre-ordered everything. So I'm good.
yeah, I feel like we're all kind of
Dibs on the first suit.
Dude, thank you for like whoever like I don't know your preferred. So I'm gonna go like they them for this. I don't know your preferred gender pronouns, but thank you so
Twitch
much for bringing this
follower.
in.
Yeah, this is
amazing
really
Twitch
cool.
follower, the wrong type of hero. This is awesome. If you do have a Twitch stream, we can. Like,
We'll leave you. I'll
yeah.
leave you a follow. I
Yeah,
stream
we're
on
gonna follow
Twitch.
you. Like this is awesome, Marcus. Marcus, thank you so much.
Marcus.
Who's male? Thank you, Marcus.
Marcus
this
is
is awesome,
male.
and this is why we started doing the podcast live for stuff
Call
like
me
this.
sometime.
Thank you.
So
Marcus,
thank you.
Marcus. While I do a terrible shout out on my Twitch, I stream video games. Swing Wide 91. I will do a follow for follow.
Are you giving him butterfly eyes?
I watch
Yes.
streams on Twitch.
This is how I have to get my followers,
Oh,
please.
he doesn't stream. He's just you're just a viewer. That's,
Oh, that's
awesome.
cool.
That's really awesome. You're the first person I met on here because this is super new to us. It's like what the 6th episode maybe. I forgot. I already lost track. This is awesome. We were supposed to end like 11 minutes ago. So
well,
hey,
hey, and also, I mean, we'll throw it out there. If you enjoyed what you heard so far, if you want to catch the older episodes, they are on YouTube.
Yep,
If
they're
you
all
wanna
up on
catch
YouTube.
up and see if you actually
Did-
dig what we talk
Do you have the
about.
past broadcasts on Twitch?
yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it's-
yeah. They're
They're
all.
all on Twitch too.
I think they go away after a week or two. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't last forever. So
Yeah.
YouTube's the best place to see the archive video versions.
Just look up Tyrannophobia podcast.
I will put it in our chat to
you go.
all places.
Convenience.
Look
like
at
this
that.
guy.
We deliver.
Killing the
Yeah,
game.
thank you so much for your input. That's really interesting. It's great. Tell your friends.
All right,
talk about
so
everything.
before we clear out, I got to do the last bit of housekeeping. If you're a fan of the show, or you're just a wonderful person, you say I'm a huge fan of horror, and I've got a recommendation for a horror game. If you like it, it's called Autonomy. Okay, bet. I don't play horror games very often because
Yeah.
I am a giant waste of space.
a
But
bad-
I will take you up on that because I did enjoy. What was it, Outlast?
I'll
Something
download
that
it right
freaked me
now.
out. All right, before we head out, we got a shout out. We have merch. It is available at Big Cartel. The only place I have continually promoted is on this podcast, which is dumb.
Yeah.
I should definitely be promoting it as its own post. But hey, we're trying to get the podcast off the ground. If you want to support us and support the stuff we're doing, pick up a shirt. It supports us as a band. It supports the podcast continually existing, and it helps us to buy more things because we are DIY. We record ourselves. We do this ourselves. That's why I have technical difficulties. Because going DIY means driving yourself insane. So consider picking up some merch.
Also, not with the donation thing, if anybody is thinking of it on Twitch, we don't have a donation link attached with that thing, so don't click on that. Just if you want to do something, go to the Big Cartel. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you so much, and peace to Marcus.
Yes,
thank
thank
you,
you,
Wrong Type
Marcus.
of Hero. We'll
And
catch you out
thank you
here.
to everybody else for tuning in on Facebook and wherever you may be watching this from.
Yeah.
We will talk to you guys all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Wah, ha, ha.